Welcome to the locker room.
Vince Papali, welcome to the locker room.
I can smell it already, Billy. What's happening, buddy?
Von Hayes, welcome to the locker room with Billy Schwein.
Yeah, hey, Billy. How you doing out there?
Rich Gannon, welcome to the locker room, Rich.
Thanks, guys. It's great to be with you.
Great Bob McElwee, NFL referee.
Hey, Bill. How you doing?
Craig Berube. Craig, welcome to the locker room.
All right, thanks, Billy.
We have the real Pat Croce in the locker room.
Put me off the bench, Coach.
And now here's your host, Billy Schwein.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome into the locker room with Billy Schwein, producer Nikki Earnshaw, and, of course, my basketball guru, Mike Carlin, here on the last Saturday in March. Good morning, Mike Carlin.
Good morning.
Here we go. Did that get you pumped up listening to James Earl Jones?
Absolutely. Just his voice.
Just his voice alone.
I think he could talk about anything. But just his voice gets you thinking.
How about, Nikki, good morning to you. How about the way he says baseball?
Good morning, Schweiner. Good morning, Carlin. Oh, baseball season's here. I'm excited.
It's going to be 80 degrees today.
Oh, it's
Are
baseball
you
weather.
kidding me, man?
Hitting season already?
Oh, I'm like, this is so cool. Thursday was really cool for me. I worked as a sub. Get home, get in front. I went out to an establishment, got my chicken wings, watched a couple innings there, came back, and just chilled and watched baseball. I watched the whole Phillies game. Didn't change the channel at all, Mike.
Interesting game, Billy.
Yeah, we're going to get into it.
It was an interesting game, but you take a win.
Yeah.
Remember, you take a win.
You always take a win. And look, there's 162 games, Nick. We all know this. And look, you see the big smile on Nicky's face? Because he and we talk a couple times during the week, and he knows where my
frustration
lies. So we're gonna get into it. That's why he's got that big smile.
If
you want to see that smile, we're broadcasting live on the X platform and the YouTube channel. Go to my website, thelockerroom, scroll down, go to YouTube or the X platform. But baseball's back.
It's back. It's in full swing. It's one of the best times of the year. I love when baseball starts. You hear the crack of the bat, the hot dogs. Oh, I love it.
What?
The aura.
Why did they change that the Cincinnati Reds weren't the first team to play baseball?
It used to be that way, right? They were always opened up
until
one day
this
a
year.
year.
Well, that's a whole other discussion.
All until this year. It's like
traditions.
No, last year
all
too.
traditions
Last
have
year
gone out
too.
the Traditions have all gone out the window.
Okay.
Pretty much. Carlin.
What?
Then I transitioned into basketball Thursday night.
Thank God.
And I think I want to say my bracket isn't 100% busted, but I'm down to 7th place now, and it doesn't look like last year I won the pool.
Correct.
I won the $1,000.
$1,000.
And it was, you know what? It was about pride, Nikki Earnshaw.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't about the money. It was about the fact that I won.
Yeah, that's how it goes. That's how it goes. And with you're slowly going lower and lower on the totem pole this year.
But Mike, you know what? I followed you. Actually, we compared our Final Four, and I did the same thing you did without even talking to you. I did the same thing you did because of our.
But my final 8 is better.
Your final 8.
Like I'm starting. I said last week. Well, let's wait till next week because this is where I start shining. Like right now, I have 7 out of the final 8.
Okay.
I have 7. I have 3 out of final 4. My big sleeper that if all goes well, I'll be sitting really pretty. Is I have Michigan State in the finals versus Duke, and Duke winning.
I'm 7th place, but I'm actually further down because there's a lot of ties.
I'm way at the bottom.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm at 8. Actually, Josh.
I was going to say, do you
he's
see
right,
Josh?
right ahead of me.
Josh is right there.
He's right there. He's in the mix.
I don't know who he's got, though.
Some great basketball last night, Mike Carlin.
Ooh,
and we're going to talk about all that.
Yeah, some great games. I'm ready to talk about it. That one game was the end of the Purdue-Houston game.
Yeah, that was phenomenal.
That was just the ending of that game will be shown over. That's like a buzzer beater.
Yeah,
that will be shown over and over on replay on March Madness stuff.
Awesome.
And then, of course, big news out of Flyers camp.
Yeah,
the Flyers fired Tortorella. Now,
did you see that coming, Billy? I mean, at all?
Yeah, because he did an interview on NBC.
Yep.
He did an interview on NBC Sports Philly, and he kind of alluded. You could just hear it in his voice that he's had enough, right, Nick?
Yeah, it
He
just
didn't
seemed
actually
like
come out and said, I'm done, but
Yeah.
you got that impression by listening to his remarks.
he was tired of it. I mean, they weren't on the same page. He just wasn't the right coach for this team right now.
Now, that's a very astute thing to say because Tortorella is more like a guy you want when your team's close to maybe going to a championship run.
That's what I was going to
He's
ask
not-
you.
yeah,
Like
he-
his next team, he's not rebuilding.
No,
he wants to go to someone that's almost there.
I wouldn't equate. Would you equate him to a rebuild? You're not a big hockey guy, are you?
I am.
All right.
I'm a hockey guy,
All
not
right.
like a giant hockey
But
guy.
Tortorella, to me, seems like a coach that would be more appropriate to coach a team that's almost there.
And he
As
got us
opposed-
over. He got us over the hill.
Yeah,
kind
now
of
he's a
thing.
good educator to young guys, but I think he's too difficult on them.
Yeah.
Hence the report that's coming out now. Obviously, I don't think the media they get close, but I don't think they get the whole story.
So according to the Athletic,
just from my experiences with players. former
according to the
players.
Athletic, they reported that a source said that after Tortorella benched York for the final 50 minutes of the Flyers game on Tuesday at Toronto, a confrontation took place between the two that did not turn physical, but they probably both crossed the line.
So, Mike,
So you
where
read
there's
in,
smoke,
read,
there's fire.
Read into that, guys. Okay.
Now, if you
How can you not cross the line if it's not physical?
exactly
That would be my
And
question.
here's another thing: you look at we've had Buzz Schneider on from the 1980 team. We've had Mike Ruzioni. They played for Herb Brooks, and Herb Brooks if was like one of the toughest coaches to play. He was like Mike Keenan-esque, probably even worse. Well, Tortorella's a no-nonsense guy.
No, not at all. And then, he benched Michkov at times this year, right? Like he was tough on the young team. But it never felt like the right mix. And by the way, he's not Briere's guy. Briere did
he's
not
not.
hire him. Chuck Fletcher hired John Tortorella. So now Briere can go get his guy, can follow his rebuild
Talk it.
and with what
Talk
he
it.
wants
So
to
you
do.
Talk
So
it.
I can say this. There was a thing that came across my feed. It says former Philly legend hockey player Tockett is on the immediate list to be a
Rick
coach.
Tocchet.
I sent him that. Okay, I sent Chief and Talk that. And Chief got back to me, Talk didn't.
Again,
So I don't know if that tells you.
again, read into that. Okay, Billy. Not only are you a friend, but in his mind, right now,
He doesn't
you're,
wanna
you're
talk.
getting back to him.
I'm the
and,
media
and
now.
you're part of media.
Matter of fact,
Now you've been the media.
I did
But I meant like with that
Yeah.
question
Yeah.
asking me that. I'm not
Yeah.
answering it until I sign a contract with him, and then I'll get right back to Billy.
Well, I said in the next text, I said, his nick, we call him Dickie. I said, if Dickie's not responding to me, that's okay. I'll get my press pass and he'll have to talk to me. And then Chief checks back. He goes, I'll make sure you don't get a press pass.
We gotta go see him at a game. We gotta go on the road.
Oh, man. But, a lot of rumors like Ian LePerriere is a candidate.
It's going to be a lot of them. Briere talked on Thursday during opening day, and he said they really haven't started yet, right? This kind of was a culmination over the past couple of weeks and the past couple of days. They really put the nail in the coffin.
All right, well, so we'll see what happens. And then finally, we're going to talk about how did the Eagles get rid of the pep band? Like, why would they just say goodbye to the some of my fondest memories of all time is when the Eagles score
I have a real good reason.
and they sing "Fly Eagles Fly."
Yeah.
They want to change. They want to evolve in their music. It's a fight song.
So you're taking for granted that the Eagles got rid of them.
It says they parted ways with the pep band.
Okay.
Yes.
So they're
they're going to bring someone else in, but
And why do you do that, Billy?
they're going to modernize the song somehow.
No. Do you ever think that maybe the pep band got a little big for the bridges and asked for too much, and they finally just said, "Guys, we can't do that. We'll
Well,
move on." We don't know what they asked
But
for.
I think that song isn't that property of the Eagles.
That song?
Yeah, I think it is.
I think
don't
so.
I think it's property of the Eagles, and they allow them to play that.
Okay.
Look, the NFL, the Eagles especially, it's like Fort Knox there.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like you would think the president probably gets less protection from the player. These guys are
Everything was
they
going-
monitor everything they say.
Everything was going so good with them. The only thing I can think of is that the band itself, not the song, the band itself asked for too much moving forward. And I don't know what that was.
Well, we'll
if I
find
had
out.
to guess, that's what it was.
We're gonna
So
get to the
this is
bottom
this
of it.
is what NBC 10 reported. It said NBC 10 was told the team is making a movement toward a different game day experience,
That's
and
right.
that there will be no ill will towards the band, and grateful for the 28 years the Pep Band worked.
So
with
unless
the
they have
organization.
someone else play the song, well, if they're going to change the music, it's going to take away from the allure of going to the stadium. Man, Nikki, there's nothing better.
I love the
than
song.
when the
No, I
when the
love the
Eagles
song.
score a touchdown, you go right into that
And
song.
they can still play the song.
The places.
Exactly. They can
still
still
gonna
play the song. It's going to be over all the speakers. They just won't have the band playing
Well,
it.
doesn't it say it wants to evolve with different music?
No, it
What-
just
read
said
it
they're
again.
changing a game day experience.
What's that mean?
I don't know. What
They
that
don't want to pay the band, whatever they're
Yeah.
paying, or free tickets, whatever. Who knows?
So you say we're still going to hear that
Yeah.
song?
Yeah,
The
absolutely.
song's not going anywhere. Just
All
the
right.
pep
Just the
band
pep-
playing it live is going to
So
be
then
bad.
Carlin's probably on to
well.
it. They want maybe
He
too
asked
much
for
money.
too much.
All right.
That's
Or
not
they-
official.
Or
but
they may have been asking for.
But the way it's been
we want
reported.
to be one of your sponsors outside the stadium.
But if you're a casual fan and you read that article, it says the Eagles do away with the pep band. It makes it look like they're doing away with the song.
there's always a
No.
backside. There's always
I don't
a
think they're
backside.
doing away with the song. No one's going to get rid of the song.
We got 2 hours to get it all in. Let's get ourselves in a 3-point stand and get her going. The first hour of the locker room is powered by Surety Title. Surety provides comprehensive title insurance protection, professional settlement services for home buyers and sellers, real estate agents, brokers, lenders, home builders, developers, and attorneys to facilitate your real estate purchases. Surety is an industry-wide leader with a team of experts that will help you through the entire process, from contract signing to closing with the shortest center city and every place in between. Surety Title is there for you with over 20 office locations in New Jersey and PA. That's Surety Title. For more information, call my good friend Ron Conklin at 856-988-8900 or give Chris Mooney a call in the Ocean City office at 609-399-1227. Now, I want to tell you about McCann Appraisers. For all your real estate appraisal needs, call John A. McCann and Associates to 609-263-7422. Ask for Norma, whether for commercial or residential properties, for estate, tax, financial planning, divorce, financing, and more. The professionals at John A. McCann and Associates are licensed and ready to assist you. Give them a call anytime, 609-263-7422. When we return, we'll continue with more here in the locker room with Billy Schweim, Nikki Earnshaw, and Mike Carlin right here on 97.3 ESPN. Ocean City's real estate market is red hot, and you need an agent that has the knowledge and expertise to help. Contact Ocean City's top agent, Mark Rhymes. Mark has been selling real estate for 30 years in South Jersey. He can answer all your real estate questions and find you the perfect property. He's available anytime on his cell at 609-425-2042. When Philadelphia star athletes are looking for a house at the beach, they contact Mark Rhymes, specializing in buying and selling vacation homes, single-family homes, condominiums, and duplexes, residential and commercial, as well as new construction projects or investment opportunities. Mark Rhymes, he's your agent at the beach. Give him a call right now, 609-425-2042, or check out his website at grimes.com.
Hi there, this is the Negadelphian from the locker room, and I might be negative about our Philly sports teams, but one thing I'm positive about is Elisa's shoes. Are you looking for the perfect pair of shoes? Then step into Elisa's shoe store on Asbury Avenue, Ocean City, New Jersey, where style meets comfort. From trendy sandals or everyday sneakers or an elegant heels for a night out, they've got it all. Their friendly team is there to help you find the perfect fit, no matter what the occasion. That's Elisa's Shoes at Asbury Avenue, Ocean City, New Jersey. Go to elisashoes.com or call 609-391-8859. Tell them the boys from the locker room sent you.
Hi, this is ex-Philadelphia Eagles tight end Ken Dunnick, and I'm the current publisher of Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine, and I'm asking you to become a Camden County police officer and help make our city a better place to live. The Camden County Police Department is now hiring for sworn officers who are going to make a difference in our community. The first year's salary for the position is $51,000. So join the effort today to be part of something bigger than yourself. Visit CamdenCountyPD.org to apply online. That's CamdenCountyPD.org. Thank you.
Hey, Nick Earnshaw here. Is your driveway or parking lot cracked, faded, or just looking worn out? Give it new life with R.G. Lee & Sons Seal Coating. For over 14 years, they've been protecting driveways and parking lots with top-quality seal coating that lasts. Their expert team uses premium materials to seal, protect, and enhance your asphalt curb appeal and add years of durability. Don't wait for costly repairs. Call R.G. Lee & Sons Seal Coating at 609-513-4375 for your free estimate. R.G. Lee & Sons Seal Coating. Seal today to last tomorrow.
Military veterans and active duty service members, you could become a certified cyber warrior with just 12 weeks of training at My Computer Career. Cybersecurity specialists are in high demand, and IT pros with these skills often enjoy abundant opportunity and a great lifestyle. Protect our people, liberty, and treasured institutions from cyber threats. SkillBridge and other VA benefits are available to those who qualify. Learn more at mycomputercareer.edu/CWP. That's mycomputercareer.edu/CWP.
We're famous for our buffalo wings. The Piccalilli. When it comes to cooking wings, we're the king. The Piccalilli.
On game day, don't wing it. Take the trip to the Pick, South Jersey's king of the wing. Try their award-winning wings, tails, and ears in mild, spicy, or hot, or signature flavors like garlic parm, hot honey, Jim Beam maple, and more. For eat-in or takeout, get your chicken wing fix on Route 206 at the Piccalilli Inn. Join the flock. Follow them on Facebook for events and game day specials.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live at the Toms River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. Billy Schweim, Nikki Earnshaw, Mike Carlin, my basketball guru. And, of course, the tournament is in full swing. I like this flag guy, man. I like him. I want him.
Nothing not to like. And he's coming out. All this talk about he's going to go back to Duke. No.
He looks like he's ready for the pros. Scored 30, dropped 30.
Do you remember what he did in the summertime against the pros in Vegas?
Yeah.
And every player on the court was like, he's ready to play and step in right now.
He just got hurt. He came back off an injury.
Right.
He's a sixer already.
He's
a sixer already.
No, I don't want to. I refuse to talk about the Sixers.
No, we're not. That's the only net reference I'm making today.
Is there? I mean, right now they're what, the fifth pick, fourth or fifth pick.
Yeah, they may end up with the fourth.
They could go as low.
They're tied with the Nets right now.
Okay.
With 23 wins.
Come on, we need that. Like,
then
let's go higher.
We got Mark. The Sixers got Mark Grimes in there. I mean, they got Mark Grimes. You know, he's too good. We need to sit him on the bench.
We had to stay within 6, and we are. Because remember, over 6, we were losing that pick.
Right.
We're getting that pick, so we'll be fine.
So you think there's any shot we get flagged?
No shot at all.
Oh, Nick, I want flag, man.
If they can get that first pick, the balls fall their way.
Oh, yeah.
We need Croce. We need Pat Croce to get.
Yeah.
Like you got Iverson. All right, what's the schedule for tonight, Carlin? What do we got? We got Duke in Alabama. 8:49.
We're going to start off. Okay, it's a night game. Tomorrow's day games, but tonight 6:09. We start off with Florida, Texas Tech.
Now, a lot of people.
I thought you were giving out the area code for a second with that start time.
A lot of guys in his pool have Florida.
Florida's very good.
I don't have Florida.
Florida's very good, guys. Okay. What's great about Florida is they're like in high school it'd be like Chester High. Down here it'd be like Atlantic City or Pleasantville. Like they pick you up all over the floor, and they play 10 guys. No one gets tired, and they're just going.
They just
up
rotate.
They're just all over you.
And
then the nightcap is Duke, Alabama.
7 people in the top 10 have Florida Gators winning the NCAA championship.
Yeah.
Now you and I have 3 of the 4 Final Four guys.
Correct.
I have Michigan State, Houston, and Duke.
Right. But I have Michigan. The only way we're different, I have Michigan State in the final against Duke.
Nikki, where are you? All the way down.
I'm at the bottom.
You don't care.
I have Duke. I have Houston.
You know what? When you're down at the bottom of the list, that's why you don't care.
Well, guess what? My Final Four is Duke, Houston, Michigan State, and then I had St. John.
Well, that's what
St. John's killed everything.
Yeah, so I have 3 of the 4, and I have Duke winning. So
right.
I can get back in the mix maybe a little bit. But
be respectable.
I'm in 60th right now, so I have no, Billy,
I'm out. I called Mike Gill. I texted Mike Gill. I said, Mike, man, he's in dead last place.
A friend of ours, Kid, just got a great job.
What?
Ready for this one?
Yeah.
Just happened last night.
It's probably, let me take a guess. It's probably a Vanderslice.
No. Local big college coach that was here for years in Philly, then went to Michigan. I'll give you an idea.
Oh, Martelli. Phil Martelli.
His kid was the coach at Bryant.
Right.
He just got the job at VCU.
Oh, no way.
That's a big promotion.
That's a big promotion.
Yep. Huge.
Well, we had Fran Dunphy on last week, and that was
a
lot of
great.
fun. He was great. That was a great interview. You can check that out on my website or my podcast. You upload, download, whatever you want to call it. I always Nikki and Danny send me the show after the show, and I upload it to my podcast.
Show after the show.
8 podcasts.
And there is a show after the show. Let me tell you.
There's always a show after the show.
There's a show after the show.
We talked about this last week. Isn't it amazing how we're talking about the tournament, and this is the 5th year or 4th year in a row. We're not talking about one Philly. No Villanova, no nothing. No.
And I think
nothing.
Is that
sad.
because of the NIL? You think?
It's because Jay left. Jay knew
left.
something.
Jay
went
Jay
downhill
attracted
quick.
all kind of great players.
Went down quick.
But he wasn't the only game in town. I mean, Temple,
Temple's
LaSalle,
always
Penn,
laying around.
They've always had somebody in the tournament.
If Penn won their Ivy League, correct, but never LaSalle or like St. Joe's. St. Joe's, you're going back to
On
the early
occasion,
200s.
they get in.
Yeah.
LaSalle made that run during the mid-2010s.
Villanova looks like they're going to get the Maryland coach, which will be a great pick if they can get him. Name's Kevin Willard.
It stinks because usually I want to root for one of the local teams to go.
Yeah,
But
I know. It's a totally different vibe around here if Villanova's in it or
And,
somebody.
How about Duke's guard? Was it Kepler? How do you
Kepler?
Kepler. That kid's pretty good.
Yeah, you play for Duke. Everybody.
He could be a lottery.
Everybody's
he
McDonald's
does pretty
All-American.
good.
Well,
I mean,
when I
it's
say
Duke.
he's pretty good, I mean he could be a lottery pick.
Yeah.
They got 2 lottery picks on that team.
Well, Duke usually does. They have a lot of lottery picks.
Every
Bill.
year.
So it comes out. When my first recollection of Duke, you're gonna love this, Mike. It was Gene Banks, Spinarkle, and all those guys.
Yeah. Do you know where he went to high school?
Yeah, West Philly, right?
West Philly.
Yeah.
Do you know who his best friend was on the team that went to Kentucky, All-American?
Who?
Tillman.
Oh, really?
Terrence Tillman.
So Jim Spinarkle, that team was that team was loaded back. That was in the early '70s.
They were in high school, Billy,
How
playing
about that?
in the Sunny Hill League. When I was playing in what they call the Future League, which is the junior high teams getting ready to come up. So we would share locker rooms. We'd walk in the locker room. Gene would be over here. Fran McCaffrey, remember the guy that was at Iowa?
Yeah.
Guess where he's coaching now?
Yeah, I just saw
he's coming home to Penn.
Penn, yeah.
That's
he's
where
going
he
to Penn.
played.
Carlin.
That's where he started.
We do have a text coming in. A question for you.
Shoot.
What does Carlin think about Fran McCaffrey at Penn? When will Nova land the Maryland coach? That was the 2 questions.
First one, the Fran is an unbelievable pickup.
Yeah.
I mean, just guys, you talk about character a lot.
Right.
It's just like Andy Reid was here. He played out his role for the Eagles and moved on, and then he's doing great. That's how Fran's going to do at the Ivy League. Okay, and he doesn't have to worry about playing. He doesn't have to worry about paying guys and how much their money and all that. They're here to play basketball
and go to school.
Right. Okay.
Right.
And he's coming back to his. He played at Penn. Okay, that is where he's a Philly guy. Grew up in Philly, played at Penn. That will be the number one. They'll be fine, and they'll compete every year with Princeton to win that, and he'll take them to the tournament. The Willard thing, I imagine it could break today. It could break tomorrow at the latest.
So he's gonna go to Villanova.
He's going to go to Villanova.
Pointing in that direction.
And Buzz Williams from Texas A&M will go to Maryland. That's how
so there could be some big changes.
There's gonna be some movement.
All right, then what's the first game today?
First game today is Florida, Texas Tech. Florida's
Who do
a
you-
6.5. Florida.
Yeah, Florida.
Florida's. Even though I have Duke
I'm
in the
not-
final,
I don't like
if
Florida.
Florida's in the final, I wouldn't surprise me at all.
Right.
Florida's very good.
And then Duke and Alabama are tonight at 8:49. Duke is a 6.5 point favorite.
Another 6.5.
Who do you like in that, Carlin?
Duke.
Duke.
Okay.
Cooper Flag.
I tell you, the big game is tomorrow. I got to have Michigan State upset Auburn. They do that, I'm going to be doing a lot of drinking.
Well, you just got back from Florida, so you probably had your fill.
Yeah, a little bit. Remember, I got people listening to this show.
Did you check does he have flip-flops on? Because it's going to be 80 degrees out. It
could be 30 degrees out and he's wearing flip-flops.
I'm ready for the boardwalk.
Listen, I was going to say, you know what? This is like the first really nice day. Yeah. People out on the boardwalk riding their bikes. Everybody's jogging. The Strand. People up and down the East Coast.
Is Bobby? Is he?
He's on his bike.
He's on his bike.
Yeah.
I guarantee.
He's on with Russ and all of his guys.
They stop at Bob's.
Italian
They
guys.
talk.
Yeah, they all sit by Bob's Grill.
They do.
All the Italian guys.
Love
my
it.
brother hang out. My brother.
What'd
hang
you
out
do
with-
last night?
Yeah.
What are you doing for the weekend? I don't know. My wife wants me to start cleaning out the backyard.
I got to do some spring cleaning. No, but like everybody's outside. That's what.
You know what I'm gonna do today?
Beach and everything.
Go play basketball today.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love playing.
So,
when
Nicky-
it gets warmer
Nicky,
out,
you're
I love
working out
playing.
with Dave Klemick over there at the Klemick Performance Method. aren't you?
Yeah.
Have
Stop
you put
by.
any weight on, Nick?
A little bit, yeah. I mean, I was 130 like the beginning of this time last year. I was about a buck
What do you
30.
bench over there?
I don't even know. I listen. I took a break for about 3 weeks because I had other responsibilities. So I've lost it. I gotta get back in
Nick,
and be consistent.
Little advice: don't ever answer a question like that unless you know it's a good number.
Yeah, it's not a good number. It's
Then
not a
you
good
don't-
number.
then you don't answer
It's gone
it.
down.
Shut up.
It's gone down. It's gone down.
And
Trust
also,
me.
how about Nick? The guy's everywhere. And he's got a press pass for the Phillies game, right?
Yeah,
That's gonna be a
we're
lot
going
of
next
fun.
week.
That's going to be great.
Yeah, put some content out.
I had to stop. Like I told Nick, I said, I was teaching back when I had my press pass, and I wouldn't get home until like 12:30, 1 o'clock. I had to be up at 6.
Long day.
As Clement says, caffeinated and activated.
Yeah, well, you know what? I just actually, the last couple days that I worked as a sub, I drank coffee for the first time at like 5.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, I broke down.
You drank coffee?
Yeah, because I was
wow, that's a development here.
No, I used to drink coffee. Then I gave it up for a long time. I haven't had coffee in like about 5, 6 years, 7 years.
Nick, you're younger. What's that energy drink that people drink with alcohol?
I can't drink that. It makes my heart.
Red Bull.
Red Bull.
Billy, do you ever have that?
Nah,
Red Bull's too much.
But it makes my heart.
Red Bull's too much.
Red Bull's crazy.
Yeah,
I got an energy drink with me today, and yeah, I'm off the wall right now.
All right, so it's going to be great basketball today.
Yep.
And then of course we have the Phillies at 4 o'clock.
4:05.
When we get it back on the other side, we're gonna have we got a text board question.
And by the way, it's the same start time as opening day. Just saying. I'm putting it out there right now.
All right. So what? I can't wait.
We'll do it on the other side.
Can't wait to address this, Carlin, because I got a funny feeling Carlin is going to be on my side.
Oh, it sounds about right. It's a generational thing here.
So,
oh gosh.
You heard the hint, right? He said the game starts at 4 o'clock, just like opening day.
4:05.
So you know what the big theme was? Try to think about what the big theme was on Thursday.
Don't say it yet.
Don't say it yet.
Say it on the other side.
On the other side, we're going to get into our Phillies conversation.
It's going to get animated.
Phillies won Game 1 against Mackenzie Gore. He
Guy
was lights out.
He's a dog. He is a dog.
The Phillies are 1-0. They beat it. I'm telling you, watch out for the Washington Nationals. They're going to be a good team. They're going to be a team that's going to be a thorn in people's sides.
Yeah, but they're getting there. They're not there yet. They have a lot of young pieces. And I worked in that organization for a couple of years, so I know a couple of the guys that are coming up. So
okay,
they'll be good. Not yet. They're not there yet.
Are they as good as Atlanta? No. Are they as good as the Mets? No. Are they as good as Phillies? No.
But
So now you're in fourth.
Did you see Soto? He whiffed the other night.
Yeah, it was great.
Hey, Mr. Met, if you're out there, they just how much they pay? How much do they pay for
half the team
for Soto?
It's $1 billion.
He's got the bases loaded. For opening game, bases loaded in the bottom of the ninth, or whatever.
But he's $750 gets you.
But he's happy. He's got his own suite. The Yankees won't give him a suite.
And Nader,
thanks, Mets.
What was it? Nader? Is he the guy that struck him out?
Hater.
Nader. he threw. He made him look silly.
Yeah, we love that.
Good pitching.
If before that game started, I know we're wrapping up.
Yeah.
Before that game started, if I said, Billy, they're going to strike out 19 times, you'd be like, we're not winning this game.
Now he's getting close to it.
It's getting close to it. Here we go.
You just keep your thoughts right there. You're touching on it. First hour of the locker was powered by Surety Title.
You're warm, Carlin.
You're warm, Carlin. Surety provides comprehensive title insurance protection and professional settlement services for home buyers and sellers, real estate agents, brokers, lenders, home builders, developers, and attorneys to facilitate your real estate purchases. From the shore to Center City and every place in between, Surety Title is there for you with over 20 office locations in New Jersey and PA. That's Surety Title. For more information, call my good friend Ron Conklin at 856-988-8900 or give Chris Mooney a call in the Ocean City office, 609-399-1227. Now, I want to tell you about Las Scalas Beach House. We love it there, and pretty soon they'll have the back beach bar open back there. It opened 2 summers ago to rave reviews. It's your home away from home for a large selection of Italian, American, and seafood favorites, just like your grandmom used to make. Plus, you'll love their famous pizza, their daily specials. Eat in or take out at Las Scalas. They're open Thursday through Monday right now, 1400 Ocean Avenue in Brigantine. That's LasScalasBeachHouse.com. Let's eat. When we return, we'll start talking about our Philadelphia Phillies. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein, Nicky Earnshaw, and Mike Carlin right here on 97.3 ESPN.
Unsportsmanlike with Evan Cohen, Chris Canty, and Michelle Smallman.
Y'all are saying biscuits aren't as good as bagels for breakfast sandwich? The biscuit is better.
Cece, no,
the biscuit is better.
What are we doing?
I don't know. Y'all are having the wrong. I don't know who making y'all biscuits. Y'all are all off. Now, if you got a biscuit as the vehicle for the breakfast sandwich, I'll take that 10 times out of 10 over a bagel.
What?
Wake up weekday mornings with Unsportsmanlike with Evan Cohen, Chris Canty, and Michelle Smallman on 97.3 ESPN.
Train presents The Unstoppables. Those captains of comfort, those gargantuans of the guarantee, Those satisfaction savants who persevere perilously beyond probability as the raconteurs of reliability. Here's to Train's heralded heroes of heating and air conditioning, those comfort kings with a tireless tenacity for total turnaround. The Train Comfort Specialists. Just one more reason why it's hard to stop a train.
Hi, this is Joe Lenigan, owner of Lenigan Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Call us today for your free Train system quote at 609-399-1200 or online at ocnjplumber.com. And please don't forget to ask for the military and senior discount.
Calling again, again and again. Calling again, again and again.
Hi, this is former Kansas City Chiefs wide receiver David Klemick. Are you looking for the ultimate spot to go catch the big game? Bulldog Sports Bar and Grill in Galloway Township is your home for great food, cold drinks, and non-stop sports action. Whether it's an NFL, MLB, NBA, or NHL game, they've got all the action on their big screen TVs plus one in every booth. Sink your teeth into their famous wings, juicy burgers, thin crust pizza, and signature stromboli. Thirsty? They've got ice cold beers on tap and handcrafted cocktails that keep you refreshed. So bring your crew, grab a seat, and feel the energy at Bulldog Sports Bar and Grill in Galloway Township. It's where sports fans go to win. Tell them Dave Klemick sent you.
Hundreds of Volkswagens in stock and on sale. Hundreds of Mitsubishis, even 100 electric Bintelli golf carts in stock and on sale at Tom's River Auto Group. And not one a penny over sticker. Plus, Tom's River Auto has a Birds fan bonus. $500 off just for showing up in a team jersey, hat, socks, whatever. How easy is that? New or used, Tom's River's got plenty, but hurry. On sale, they're flying. Click Tom'sRiverAutoGroup.com.
T-Mobile home internet is all about speed, value.
What you doing, Zach?
I'm rehearsing. There are so many benefits. You got to talk fast.
T-Mobile home internet ranks #1 in customer satisfaction for home wireless internet by J.D. Power.
Wow, you are good.
Try singing it. T-Mobile has price lock.
They won't raise your rate on internet.
Hulu and Paramount Plus on them.
Get T-Mobile home internet all in for just $55 a month with auto pay and any postpaid voice line.
Additional terms apply. For J.D. Power 2024 award information, visit jdpower.com/awards.
I had the worst dream last night. You were in a car crash, and the kids and I were on our own. We had to move out of the house because I couldn't afford it anymore.
That's awful, hon.
My brother got life insurance from Ethos, and it only took 10 minutes. And he got $2 million in coverage for around $2 a day. It's all online. No medical exam. He just answered a few health questions right from his house.
Ethos, here we come.
Visit ethos.com/score. Ethos.com/score.
Sample rate is a 10-year term life policy for 35-year-old healthy, non-smoking male. Billed monthly.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live from the Tom's River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. Billy Schweim, Nikki Earnshaw, Mike Carlin. Saturday, the last Saturday in March. Of course, it's going to be 80 degrees today. Everybody's going to be out and about. Get outside.
You know what this March did for the first time in a long time? You know how we always get one last storm in March?
Yeah.
Never did this?
March comes in like a lion and leaves like a lamb. And the Phillies just started up. And we have a text board question at 609-403-0973. Does the Phillies striking out 19 times on opening day concern you about this team moving forward? 609-403-0973. Now, Mike Carlin, Nikki, and I got into it. That's why he had a big smile, because he's dying to talk about this, because he has obviously a different opinion than I do.
Oh, boy.
So
you're putting me on the spot.
My statement to Nick was, I'm tired, when I watched, I listened to the commentary on TV. Then I got in my car and I had to drive home from where I was to my house. And I heard it probably like 14 times in a matter of a 20-minute span from both the radio and the TV broadcasters about how the shade, they're making excuses. The players get 19 strikeouts because of the shade.
Before I even start,
I've never heard so many excuses.
I want to play a bite from Alec Boehm from after the game.
Alec Boehm, he's real credible.
I'm just saying, after the game, here's what Alec Boehm told John Kruk.
Alec, tell people who watch this game on TV about what it's like hitting with shadows.
You can't see the ball. That's why we struck out like 30 times. So we should probably just stop playing at 4 o'clock so we can put a good product on the field for all the fans watching at home and paying money to come to the stadium. You see like how it's light, dark, light, dark, light, dark. between the mound and the plate. You can't see if the ball's spinning forward, backwards, sideways, or anything.
There are players that have played before these guys and have played through the same conditions at 4 o'clock. I just don't remember hearing so many excuses. That might be true, Nick. It might be true, but guess what?
You play with it.
You play again. The Nationals have to play in the same scene.
Yeah, and they struck out a ton too.
They struck out 13. They struck out 13 times.
Yes.
How many times have you seen going into the playoffs and you're playing in L.A. or San Diego or whatever, and for the first 3 innings, the shade is coming from the pitcher to the batting box.
Right.
And they all talk
Yeah,
about
but Nationals
it's
Park
part of the game.
People have talked about Nationals Park being a pain to play at that time of day, over and over and over again.
Well, that time
so I understand why he's frustrated.
That time of day will change just even next week.
Right.
And the week after that,
Right,
it changes.
because the sun will be at a different angle.
Exactly.
4 o'clock, they don't need to play at 4 o'clock. They could have played at 1 o'clock. It would be all sunny, or you could play at 7 under the lights.
Here's what I take away from the 19 strikeouts. This team refuses to just make contact on the ball.
Okay, but did you
They're all swinging for the Schwarber hit a home run, Harper hit a home run, because these guys, I don't care what anybody said. Now, look, they won the game, and they faced a pitcher in Mackenzie Gore that was he was lights out, and he's been dominant against the Phillies for
He's their
all
number
the time.
one ace.
Right. But this team, it's a microcosm of what their biggest problem is in the playoffs moving forward.
I don't disagree with that.
No one wants to just get a base hit.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Did you notice when they started hitting the ball late in the game when
Yeah,
the
but-
shadows
all right,
went
but
away?
Nick,
they could see the baseball.
If you can't see the ball, then why are you swinging for the fence? Just try to get the bat on the ball.
You gotta try and hit the baseball. I mean, you're not gonna go up there and not go and hit.
I didn't watch the whole game, but how many innings did their starting pitcher pitch?
They both pitched 6 innings.
And as soon as he got out of the game,
Yeah, we
they got to the ball. Gore pitched,
So
and that's
let's-
another part of my argument. Gore pitched a really good game. You have to give credit to him as
And
well.
he owns the Phillies. I get it.
So
Wheeler
that's why
pitched
they
well,
started
too.
hitting when they
Mike-
took him out.
My
But you
problem.
also see too.
Look, my problem is the announcers and Truckee making it. He's played in those conditions. It is hard and difficult. But the last thing I want to hear from a guy making $30 million a year is how we had to deal with the shade. That's not my problem.
You go up there and hit.
It is.
I'm not
the shake.
really,
You go up there and
really,
hit.
Nick.
You go up there and
how many
hit.
times have you seen an outfielder go like, yes, because the sun, he's shading himself, and it's just part of the game.
It's part of the game.
For that split second, the sun was right in his eyes. or whatever.
I just never heard so many excuses.
They won.
It might be.
But they won.
Look, Nick, I will
Right,
give
they
it to
won.
you. It's probably very difficult for them to see that ball.
Yes.
And see, because guys. Ted Williams, you know what he said about hitting the baseball? It was his eye contact.
Yeah.
He can see the spin, the rotation
Yes,
of the ball.
and they couldn't see it.
But they
That-
couldn't
that
see
was
it.
his whole
I
point.
get that. But I don't want to hear as a fan every 2 seconds telling me how hard it is to hit a
then
baseball in these conditions.
Then they also hit the ball towards the end of the game.
They
when
did.
Gore came out and the sun went down. They started hitting the baseball. So you got to give them credit where credit's due. They picked it up and figured it out. As soon as the sun went down, boom,
So
they were
guess-
able to see the baseball
guess
and the
what-
spin.
Guess how they change it when the schedule comes out for next year?
Yeah, just don't make it that
No
time.
4 or 4 or
That's
5
what
games.
his whole
Well,
point was.
that's what you heard Bones
That's
say. Now-
my point.
Now let's get to Alec Boehm, my next point.
Oh, boy.
I've been clamoring for a long time, right, Nick? Maybe 4 weeks prior to the season about
Yeah.
him cutting his hair.
Yeah.
Just doing something different, just to show the fans that he's serious. It might not be serious. Like, it's just the perception of his game, his personality is such that he's a spoiled, rotten baby. If he doesn't get his way, he takes his ball and glove and goes home. Right, Nick?
I mean,
I
think that's a little
all
strong.
right, that might be a little strong.
When
It's
you're
a little
pampered,
strong.
All right, for you, Mike Carlin, you're older. Remember, people perceived Mike Schmidt was so good that he looked like he was never trying.
Correct. I
And
remember.
people got on. Remember, he came out with the wig.
People hated him.
So all I simply said was, if Alec Boehm wants to change his perception that how people perceive him, change it up. Do something different. Get a haircut. Do something different.
Come out an hour before the game, start signing autographs.
Yeah, do something to change your the way people perceive you. He gets a little trim.
Because people will change. People will change quick.
That's right.
He got a trim.
But I also said to you, Nick, and I will live by this, if he comes out doing what he did on Thursday and continues that through the whole season, it doesn't matter how long.
He won't last the season with the Phillies. Phillies will get rid of him.
Well,
they'll trade him.
Guys, last year.
No, I mean if he hits really well.
He hit really well
first half.
all year last
Right.
year until he got hurt.
People
He got
won't-
hurt at the end of the year.
Mike, people won't care how long his hair is.
Yeah, well, he hit well the whole year until he got hurt
Right.
late in the season. Okay, so it's not like Alec Boehm can't hit. The guy hit
No,
well
he's
last year.
actually.
But last year he got hurt, and then he was very frustrated, and his emotions got the best of him, clearly. And he needs to refine that. You also had Bryce Harper before the game on opening day say there's no more daycare. They're taking more of a business approach heading into this year, which I'm cool with. I like the daycare shenanigans after the game. They're pretty funny, but it seems like they're taking more of a business approach. Remember, Garrett Stubbs isn't here either anymore. He's down in AAA to start the season.
That's right.
So it's a little bit of a different tune. I think
early.
this team was
Early.
very frustrated with the way things ended last year. They didn't do a ton in the offseason. It's the same team coming back.
All right, so now you're the big bugaboo with Nicky is he wants Schwarber in the leadoff hole. He was very productive in the 4-hole. He went 2 for 4. He had a home run. Why would you mess with success? Leave him there.
Billy, it's
leave him
game
there.
one.
I
game
know, but
one.
Billy,
like
you just answered your own question.
What?
Think about what you just said.
leave him there.
Why would we?
Because he's more likely
How
to
good
produce
was he
more
last
runs
year at number one?
Because he's more likely to produce more runs in the 4-hole than he would be in the 1-hole.
We'll see. I mean, remember a couple years ago they tried this, and it was a comfortability thing for Schwarber, and he was struggling mightily. But listen, I'm just saying he led off the second inning with a base hit. I'm just saying Trey Turner struck out to start the game. I'm just gonna leave it there. I'm just saying. They're gonna go back and forth. They're gonna try both sides, lefty and righty. When it's a lefty pitching, it's gonna be Turner.
Let's win today. Vegas says we're a minus 160.
Okay,
but we're gonna win that game. Tomorrow we have Nola on the mound.
Today we have Jesus Luzardo.
Yep. Okay, tomorrow Nola. Let's just say we start 3-0 and we come home. Okay, we play 3 games against Colorado.
Right.
And then the big boys.
The Dodgers come.
The Dodgers come in.
The Dodgers early on. Now,
Mookie
last
Betts
year,
with a big hit
you
last
guys
night,
remember,
walking off.
You guys remember this time last year and the first month of April. You can't get excited. If you got a team that's in the mix and like a championship team, like we anticipate our Phillies going deep in the playoffs. Is that it?
Yeah,
absolutely.
Mike and I were talking about this the other day. We can't dissect every
game.
little thing of every little game. We're gonna go nuts.
But is it?
We're gonna go nuts. It's April.
It's striking out 19 times.
When I really start, like right now, I don't really care when, but middle of July, then I start getting interested. Then I'll know what kind of team we got moving forward. But
I can't sit in front of my TV and watch this ineptitude on offense for the first 3 or 4 innings. I get like as a fan, how could you sit there and go, "Oh, this is great"?
There was also other unmitigating factors that contributed to striking out 19 times.
Shadow.
They couldn't see the ball.
We talked off before we started the show. We talked off the air, and we were talking about the teams just in our division.
Right.
Give me a high. How many wins do the Phillies have this year?
I said.
Before you said they got to play the Mets and Atlanta a lot in your own division.
I said, well, the over and under, right? Nick is 95.
Yeah, I believe.
And I said,
I take
94.
the under.
I said 94.
Yeah, I take the
under.
under.
I think they're right around that mark.
But they had 95 last year.
Yeah.
That's what I mean, and they won the division last year.
Guys, I think we're 90 or below. I'd take the under on that.
No way.
I think
Unless they get hurt.
Atlanta's very good. Mets are going to be very good.
You know what's interesting is that the national media is very high on the Phillies. Power ranking wise, very high. Locally, we're not that high on this team, which is very interesting.
Because the Eagles. That's because the Eagles won the Super Bowl. Like how excited? Like I guess you guys, like Mike saw, he's got his Phillies gear on. You're all Phillied up. I've got my my jersey on that has all 4.
Negadelphia's backstage, by the way.
Is he backstage?
He's backstage.
Yeah.
He's ready to go.
So my point is the Phillies this year were not like. I don't think people were as excited and pumped up for the beginning of the season than they anticipated this year because the Eagles won the Super Bowl.
I think it's partly that, and it's partly because of how last year ended, and they didn't do anything in the offseason. Yeah. That's why. That's another reason.
I think it's more last year than the Eagles.
But if you think about it, I think
they didn't do anything in the offseason to get better.
I look at Kepler like the other day. He I bet you watch. He's going to have a good year.
I hope.
I really believe that.
I hope because I don't think that's enough.
And Jesus Luzardo. This guy used to dominate the Phillies.
Yeah, he's got to stay healthy, too. He's got to stay healthy.
His only thing is he's got to stay healthy.
We'll see today.
So you say they didn't really do anything? I think they put 2 minor pieces
Luzardo
in.
Their top pickup.
And what about Jordan Romano? He gets his first opportunity in a safe situation. He blows it.
And we haven't even talked about the youngster, Painter.
Well,
he'll come up later.
He'll come up at the end of July.
He'll come up later.
And maybe exactly when we need him.
Yep.
Yeah.
Maybe
Well,
someone
we don't know
needed a rest.
because look, Taiwan Walker's he's in the starting rotation because Ranger Suarez is on the DL.
Well, this is why the first half of the season is important, because this is going to determine how Dombrowski approaches the trade deadline this year. That's going to be the key. Like how do they perform in the first half of the season? What are they going to prioritize heading into the trade deadlines? Is there going to be injuries? Is there going to be? Are they going to need another reliever, a batter, something, a right-handed bat, something?
In the last 2 years, he's done a great job at the trade line.
Nah,
you don't think so?
Not at all.
I don't think he's
not at all.
I don't think he's done great. I think he's done okay.
I don't think he's done great. Austin
then.
Hayes
Been
was
good.
awful.
Yeah.
Austin Hayes was a terrible pickup. They got Estevez last year. He was okay. I've been very underwhelmed with
Romano
Dave
threw
Dombrowski.
29 pitches the other day in his blown save. Now, that could just be an aberration. Everybody says he's got pretty good stuff, and he was dominant last year for the Toronto Blue Jays.
Yeah, but he got hurt.
Like 30
He's
something.
gotten hurt, though.
Yeah.
That's the problem. Romano's gotten hurt. They've gotten guys who've gotten hurt, so they got to stay healthy.
Mike Carlin, we know it. Everybody knows the fact that this team has been together, this unit, this core unit has been together now for 4 years, 4 or 5 years. Do you realize Bryce Harper's been with the Phillies 7 years?
Can't believe it.
7
It
years
seems like
already.
just yesterday we signed him.
Right.
But
This is
this is their year, Billy.
So
be a lot of shake-up.
we've
They
all
don't
talked
win
about
year.
this, catching lightning in the bottle. But yesterday, or the other day, he in an interview, he basically came out and said, this is the first time I've heard him talk about it, how the Phillies, he knows that this might be the last year with this group of players.
Yeah, I mean,
so the realization that
writing's on the wall.
Right. So that could be a sense of urgency for this team.
That's a big sense of urgency because you have guys with expiring contracts, guys like Schwarber.
And you have him speaking up.
JT Realmuto.
Other guys are in that locker room saying, "Ooh, it must be, he must be right," because he usually doesn't speak up like that.
It's more of a business approach.
Yeah,
609-403-0973. Jump in on the Phils. Is 19 strikeouts worry you going forward?
Brandon Marsh and Stott, the two bottom guys. I know it's only one game, but like people are starting to hit. I'm not even hitting the panic button. But people are starting. They go over. Trey Turner goes over 4. Are you worried right now? No, it's the first game.
First
Who
game.
cares?
Plus
First
the
game.
shadows.
It was.
All right.
It was the shadows. You have to. It's a factor.
Excuse me.
You can't just disregard it. It was there. The players were saying.
My only point was, I don't want to keep hearing excuses as a fan, right? I don't.
They won.
It's almost like
They
it was
won.
almost like the announcers were like the lawyers for the players. Oh, he struck out. Oh, he couldn't see the ball. Look how bad the shadows
Couldn't
are.
see the ball.
Couldn't see the ball.
Because you know what? Because they got to be there. They can't say anything bad about anybody, or they don't get an interview.
Everybody's
got to be
Nah,
friends
they
with
got to
everybody.
an interview.
You know, that's
It's
another-
contractually obligated.
That's
but-
another thing too. Like
Yeah, but it
player-
could be 30 seconds long.
A lot
You know
of
what I mean?
a lot of players have their own podcasts, so players feel safe going to their an ally in an interview because they know they're not going to.
LeBron James.
They're all friends. They're all buddies.
Right.
Where are we having
So it's
dinner
like-
after the game tonight? When do you fly out tomorrow morning?
Right,
where are
right.
we eating tonight?
Like even Bauer, like who was saying that they don't want to see that like picking,
We got Chuck.
picking
We got Chuck chiming in on YouTube. by
picking
the
a
way.
guy off the court or lifting him up and giving him a high five or exchanging jerseys after the game.
None of that stuff
I don't know. It's too nice. You gotta have hatred, Nick.
It's game one. So it's all take a chill pill, okay? Shadows were brutal.
By the way,
way,
Lee Soda struck out.
we love Chuck. Chuck chimes in. He said the sun showed up for the first time in baseball history. Nicky Nuggets. I never said that. Never said that. I'm just saying it didn't help. It didn't help that the shadows were there and this team strikes out a lot. So I'm just
We
saying.
all know the shadows were there. You say it once,
It's a factor.
you say it twice. You might say it the third time, but like 20 times in a broadcast.
And Gore's dirty, man. Like he throws nasty stuff. So I understand they couldn't see the
you know,
spin.
Mike hitting a baseball. They said is probably the hardest thing to do in sports.
It's the hardest
and
thing.
that and a golf ball.
Yeah. I think hitting a baseball is the hardest thing to do in sports, in my estimation.
Yeah, I know how hard it is. Obviously, if the game was easy, we'd have. I don't think we'll ever see. Well, not ever. I shouldn't say that. When's the last time we saw a 300 hitter? How many we used to see a lot?
Plenty of 300 hitters. What are you talking about?
Not as it used to be.
Do you want me to go down like?
Yeah. Let's
No,
do
no,
it.
I know what
I'll
he
pull all
means,
blast.
Nicky.
Like,
what he's saying,
on average.
back in the 70s and 80s, like the Phillies, let's say the 9 guys, 3 or 4 of them would be over 300.
That's right.
Be easy. It'd be 319.
The pitching's better.
Remember
The pitching
the
is
newspaper
better.
on Sundays? You inquire the bulletin. Remember the bulletin?
Yeah, the bulletin.
You get a whole list of everybody's batting average.
Yeah.
From everybody.
Now you're lucky you have 2.
Like you had to have so many at bats to qualify. You'd have like about 20 guys up into the 300s. Not anymore.
And then some guys would be really high in 300.
That's right.
For like other teams.
All right. First hour of the locker room is powered by Surety Title. Surety provides comprehensive title insurance protection and professional settlement services for home buyers and sellers, real estate agents, brokers, lenders, home builders, developers, and attorneys to facilitate your real estate purchases. From the shore to Center City and every place in between, Surety Title is there for you with 15 office locations in New Jersey and PA. They got over 20 office locations. That's Surety Title. For more information, call my good friend Ron Conklin at 856-988-8900 or give Chris Mooney a call in the Ocean City office, 609-399-1227. Now, just about everybody in our area has heard about the Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine that is run by ex-Philadelphia tight end Ken Dunnick. Were you aware of their private business network they call the Legacy Club? Every month, they hold private events at upscale locations in Philadelphia and South Jersey that attract over 200 top business people. If you have an interest in attending one of these events and see it's a fit for your business, send an email to ken@jerseymanmagazine.com or give him a call at 856-912-4007 for more information. When we return, we'll wrap up hour number 1. You're listening to The Locker with Billy Schwein right here on 97.3 ESPN.
Finding an electrician that is dependable, prompt, and experienced is important. Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Service is just that. Servicing Atlantic and Cape May counties for 40 years, Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services specializes in both commercial and residential work and provides 24-hour emergency services. No job too big and no job too small. Call Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services. They do it all. Call for a free estimate, 609-399-1999.
Call Tom Jackson & Sons for electrical. They're number 1.
Randazzo's Pizza, Randazzo's Pizza, Randazzo's Pizza, the pizza you're gonna love. It's got the freshest taste that you'll find any place. Randazzo's Pizza, there's one right nearby. Right nearby. Randazzo's Pizza, Randazzo's Pizza. It's a pizza like you've never had before. Eat it or take it home, no matter where you roam. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find.
Why would you call anyone else besides Randazzo's Pizzeria and Family Restaurant, 34th and Asbury Avenue in Ocean City. Open year-round, 7 days a week, offering free delivery on the whole island and to the beach. Pizza, pasta, salads, entrees, subs, paninis, and wraps. Voted best of the shore. Call 814-1600. 814-1600.
Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find.
Every year, hundreds of children suffer from unintentional injuries or death due to unsecured guns. Camden County and Moms Demand Action South Jersey are asking for your help to reduce gun violence by spreading the Be Smart message.
Store guns unloaded, locked, and separate from ammunition. And talk to other parents about secure gun storage.
It's up to us to prevent these tragedies and save lives. Visit CamdenCounty.com/BeSmart to learn how we can stop gun accidents and deaths together.
For a limited time at Verizon, you can get our best price ever. That's 4 lines on unlimited welcome for just $25 a line per month with autopay plus taxes and fees. You'll also get the new iPhone 16 Pro, 4 of them for the entire family when you trade in up to 4 phones from our top brands. That's a new phone for everyone, only on the network you can count on. Verizon. Visit a store today. 20 monthly promo credits applied over 36 months with a new line on unlimited welcome. In times of congestion, unlimited 5G and 4G LTE may be temporarily slower than other traffic. Domestic data roaming at 2G speeds. Additional terms apply for phone offer. See Verizon.com for details.
Score a huge three-pointer this month during the Matt Blatt Kia Gladness Sale. 0 down, 0 payments for 90 days, or low 1.9% financing for 60 months on every new Kia Sportage and Sorento SUV in stock. Here's a steal. Get up to $5,000 more than Kelly Blue Book fair market value for any trade. Toward the purchase of any new 2024 Kia with no payments till June. How about a 3-point play? 0 down, 0 payments until June on over 1,100 new Kias in stock, or low 1.9% financing for 60 months, plus 120% more for your trade. It's Gladness, baby, at Matt Blatt Kia in Abington, Egg Harbor Township, and Tom's River, or right to your front door.
It's gotta be a Matt Blatt Kia.
With approved credit, $13.89 per thousand financed. Not all will qualify. Credit may affect down payments. Offers can't be combined. Trade less miles and dealer recon on new 2024 Kia purchase. Go to mattblattkianj.com for complete details, or 888-505-6670. Price includes all costs to be paid by consumer, except for licensing, registration, and taxes through KMF. Rebates and incentives to dealer. Expires 4/4/25. Matt Blatt Kia, 6211 Black Horse Pike. Egg Harbor Township, and on Route 37 in Toms River.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live at the Toms River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. Billy Schwein, Nikki Earnshaw, Mike Carlin. We got a text board question at 609-403-0973. Does the Phillies striking out 19 times concern you with this team moving forward? 609-403-0973. Does the Phillies striking out 16 times on opening day concern you?
19
times. What did I say, 16?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
You're
I don't want to short this team. The shadow knows, but, just like my only takeaway, Mike, once again, I'm just going to tell you real quick, is the fact that I know the shadows were there, and my problem isn't the fact that they were all having a hard time, but the fact that the announcers were making such a big deal.
Well, the Nationals were striking out a lot, too.
They struck out 13 times.
They were striking out a ton, too.
And they
so
were also
both
both of our aces were on the hill.
Yeah, so it doesn't help. You had both the aces. You had the shadows. Everybody was striking out.
But this team refuses. Like at the end of the day, at the end of this year, this team's got to put the ball in play. They got to cut down on their strikeouts. For this team to be successful, they got to learn how to play small ball. And I said to Nick, well, you can laugh all you want.
It's not going to happen.
But guess what?
Then we're
going backwards. We're going to go backwards.
It's not going to happen.
And I guarantee this. And I told you this, Mike, when we were kids, right? You'd get the Sunday paper, and you'd look, you see the whole you get everybody's batting average on the Sunday. We didn't have computers back then. You had a newspaper, and it would print out every person in the baseball in the league, their batting average, and there had to be at least 20 guys would be hitting 300 up. So we just did a little survey, and you just threw. I just threw a number. This year was 7. Or last year was 7.
Had a batting average over 300.
And in 78, it was 16.
16. Yeah.
So
the pitching's gotten better. Pitching's gotten better.
Hitting's gotten better, too.
What kills me about baseball, how it's played today, not just the Phillies, but almost everybody, real quick.
Yep.
I can't stand if you have Turner on first, he gets on first with no outs, let's just say. Okay? And he steals the second. Okay? Or get him to second. And they'll say, well, bunt. Oh, no, he can't bunt. He's a home run hitter.
Right, I know.
Get him to third, get him second, take the out, and get him to third.
How it's played anymore. I think there should be more of that. I agree with you guys, but it's just it's a different game.
Learn how to bunt. You don't never see a bunt.
I do want to ask, and I will ask you on the other side. On the other side, we're going to talk with Mr. Negadelphia P.J. Corda. I can't wait to hear what he has to say, his impressions on the 19 strikeouts. But I also want to ask you a question about the manager, Topper. And with this team, the Phillies, 4 o'clock today against the Nationals. Jesus Luzardo's on the hill.
It's going to be shady today.
4 o'clock.
Yeah, it's going to be a beautiful day.
4 o'clock.
Same start time.
Yeah, so we're going to have the same
Let's do an over-under on how many times we hear how bad the Shadows are.
no, today they'll score 10 runs and the Shadows meant
nothing.
All
right.
Today.
On the other side, Mr. Negadelphia P.J. Corda, you're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein, Nikki Earnshaw, Mike Carlin right here. 97.3 ESPN.
.3 ESPN has teamed up with Seize the Deal for incredible weekly offers from some fantastic local restaurants. Here's this week's big deal.
Get a $50 gift card good for use at the Cheese Board, Central Square in Linwood for just $25.
This great deal is on sale now at seizethedeal.com. Hurry, chances are this deal will sell quickly. For more info on this great deal, go to seizethedeal.com.
I'm an old school Joe, and my philosophy is simple and effective. At the end of the day, it's not what you win or lose, it's what you save. And betting reduced juice at Prime Sports New Jersey is the way to save money on every single bet. Download the Prime Sports New Jersey app or visit our website, primesportsbook.com. Get a welcome bonus to match your initial deposit with up to $400 in bonus bets.
Terms and conditions apply. Real money wagers equal to deposit plus bonus required before withdrawal. Visit website for details. Must be 21 and present in New Jersey. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Hey, if you have ugly yellow toe fungus, you got to hear about the secret 2-minute trick that I found for my husband. It works from both the inside and the outside. Thousands of people are using it to get rid of their toe fungus. You can check it out at crystalflush.com. Jake started off with a small spot on his big toe and then it spread. and got really bad. His toes were nasty. It was so embarrassing. He was afraid to take his socks off. He hid his yellow and crumbly toes from everyone. He tried everything to get rid of it. Nothing helped. And then we found crystalflesh.com. It was the only thing that worked. In just a few weeks, his toes looked amazing. He's now walking around barefoot again. You guys need to try this. I'm telling you, this stuff is different. It's not sold in stores, but go check it out at crystalflesh.com. They'll even let you try it risk-free so you have nothing to lose. But whatever you do, don't let it get worse. You don't have to live with this anymore. Go check it out now. Just click over to crystalflesh.com.
Meanwhile, at Xfinity. So, influencer life going well?
Oh, yeah. I'm up to 32 followers.
Oh, that's something.
Yeah, posting my tap dancing videos is easier than ever because we engineered Xfinity Internet with 99.99% network reliability.
Plus, Xfinity Mobile with Wi-Fi Power Boost gives you ultra-fast Wi-Fi at home and on the go. But wait, tap dancing? You don't tap dance.
Hey, what I lack in skill, I make up with passion.
Do more of what you love and love how fast you do it with Xfinity Internet and mobile. Now through April 17th, get 300 megabit Xfinity Internet and one unlimited mobile line together for $30 a month for 1 year and save $1,000 in your first year over Verizon and AT&T. Learn more at Xfinity.com. Requires paperless billing and autopay with stored bank account. Restrictions apply. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra. After promo, regular rates apply. Savings compared to Verizon 5G Internet plus one unlimited welcome line and AT&T Internet 300 plus one unlimited starter SL line. Xfinity Internet required. Actual speeds vary. Reduced speeds after 30 gigabits of usage per line. Data thresholds and actual savings vary.
Home of the Philadelphia Eagles.
They've got him! It's a sack!
Sixers.
Oh, baby!
And Flyers.
He scored!
97.3 ESPN. WENJ. WENJ HD. Millville, Atlantic City. A Town Square media station serving all of South Jersey.
Red 83!
Welcome to the locker room.
Vince Papali, welcome to the locker room.
I can smell it already, Billy. What's happening, buddy?
Von Hayes, welcome to the locker room with Billy Schwein.
Yeah, hey, Billy, how you doing out there?
Rich Gannon, welcome to the locker room, Rich.
Thanks, guys. It's great to be with you.
Great Bob McElwee, NFL referee.
Hey, Bill, how you doing?
Craig Berube. Craig, welcome to the locker room.
All right, thanks, Billy.
We have the real Pat Croce in the locker room.
Let me off the bench, Coach.
And now here's your host, Billy Schwein.
All right, we're back broadcasting live at the Toms River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. Billy Schwein, Nikki Earnshaw, Mike Carlin, the 29th of March, last Saturday in March. It's going to be a beautiful day out there, Mike Carlin.
Boardwalk day, Billy.
Oh, man, everybody's going to be out there on the Strand from, Cape May Point all the way up to, Brigantine, Plant Toms, we're all the way up to Toms River. Everybody's out.
Everybody's getting out, coming down, cleaning windows.
Cleaning the screen porch, right? All right. Now it's time every Saturday. Mr. Negadelphia. This segment. It was like there's a lot of people that have the same type of energy, and passion for sports, for Philly sports. But sometimes that can be misconstrued as negative. So we have Mr. Negadelphia P.J. Corda every Saturday, sponsored by the Galloway Pool Service. Not happy with your pool, people? Call the Galloway Pool Service, 609-204-6939. They've been in business for over 30 years, covering all of South Jersey. Ask for Dragon. Tell them the boys from the locker room sent you. That's the Galloway Pool Service, 609-204-6939. Let's go to the Toms River Volkswagen Sports Hotline and welcome into the locker room our good buddy, Mr. Negadelphia P.J. Corda. Good morning, P.J.
Good morning, gentlemen. Good morning.
Look what I'm wearing.
I like it. I like it. I like it.
I like that, man. I got my, everywhere I go with this, people go, that's really cool. Where did you get it?
I know. I got your guys' Hurts jersey. We got to get Chuck to drop them off.
All right. Sounds
good.
Good.
So I told Nikki that because you did it in that thread where you told everybody that the jerseys were in, And Josh said, don't bring him to the studio. He didn't want him to get lost or
Yeah,
something.
you want him dropped off there. Yeah, I get it. That's all right. Yeah, but we'll get
You
him
know,
over.
you know, Mr. Negadelphia, Billy's a big Hurts guy now, so he's been pressing me on when these jerseys are coming in. He's a big Jalen Hurts guy.
So is Mr. Negadelphia.
Guys are big Hurts guys now. You know, I'm just saying. You
got to wear that jersey.
We're riding the wave. We're riding the wave.
You got to wear that jersey all throughout every Sunday night.
Every Sunday.
I'm going to wear it. You know?
We're going to spin the wheel with you today, and you can pick the first team topic that you want to talk about. Here's the wheel spinning. What is your number one thing you want to talk about with us today?
I mean, obviously, first game of the season, Phillies. I mean, you saw it. I mean, the first six innings, you had to sit through of them. I mean, it was rough because that's the start of our season. That's what we have here. We're watching them miss everything. And like you said, Billy, the announcers, you know, I'm down in Florida, so I'm listening to announcers. They're trying their best to be like, look, it's dark out, it's shady. There was all these, and I was thinking to myself, like, is this the first game ever played at 4 o'clock?
I know. It's like, is this the first time? I mean, even like Nick just played. John Kruk interviewed Alec Boehm. He played that interview. I get it, John Kruk. But my point is, I have never heard so much excuses by okay, say it once, twice. After that, you can't. You got to let it go.
And on top of that, and take in mind, listen, I give these guys all the credit in the world. You know what I mean? I could never hit a ball going at that pace, going like that. I think they're very talented at what they do. But at the same time, I mean, let's talk about like when they do hit the ball. We're not talking about them, you know, making contact, hitting a double, getting something in there. They're swinging for the fences. Okay?
Every single time.
Yep. I mean, when they strike out some of the times, they're twist. I mean, they're way up. I'm like, wow. Like they're trying to hit it out of the park every time. And so it gets frustrating when you see them miss it all the time. You know, like just see them slow it down, choke up a little bit, maybe get something.
Choke. Well, hold on. There's a novel concept. Choke up. How many people have you seen choke up in the last 7 years?
Come on. I mean, we got to get some balls in play here. I mean, they just changed the rules, right? They're allowing, or they adjusted the rules for essentially stealing, in my opinion. I mean,
right.
It's
if Turner could get on base, he could start stealing. But, you know.
If not, if they're only hitting home runs. That's the only thing.
He got to walk. You like walks? Schwarber walks. You guys go crazy?
I like walks.
Yeah, walks get us on base, and then you can take advantage of it. Unfortunately, Schwarber's not our fastest guy out there. You know what I'm saying? But there's still an advantage there. And I think, like, if you get people on base, we can start capitalizing on that new rule. But if we're going to just be swinging for the fences, it's going to be a long season, man.
We're talking with Mr. Negadelphia P.J. Corda, as we do each and every Saturday. Brought to you by the Galloway Pool Service. Another thing, Mike and P.J., Mr. Negadelphia, that when you see a guy, like you alluded to it earlier, like when they miss, they're missing by like 3 feet. It's like they're not, you know what I mean? Like Marsh and Stott were swinging at balls that were like they weren't even close.
Because they're obsessed with launch angle. That's the whole thing. They are obsessed with it.
So the analytics, I think, have destroyed the purity of baseball, to be honest with you. And like you like the analytic, like he just said, well, Harper went over for
like a balance.
Turner went over for it, but he got to walk, Nick, and you guys like walks.
I love walks.
Everything's numbers now, Belly.
I know, but it's ruined.
Do you remember the funny line in Moneyball? Remember the movie Moneyball?
Yeah.
When he had the intern sitting with the owner and all the important people, and the guy goes, why do we want him?
Yeah.
Because he gets on base. And how's he get on base? Because he walks. And what happens after that? He scores. And he goes, that's it. I mean, it's just ABC.
I just
Boom,
think
analytics
analytics is kind of like.
All analytics are numbers. That's all it is, Billy. It's
yeah,
sometimes you go too far.
People are playing too analytics, and they're trying to swing for launch angle instead of just putting the ball in play.
That's the problem.
But PJ, this is their MO. Like, this is why we've been eliminated each year. We've made it. We haven't gone as far as the year prior. This team is just not making contact when it counts.
Yeah, I mean, I just feel like this is we won the game, right? We won.
Yeah, we won the game.
Like we lost.
And it was game one of the 162 regular season.
But if you watch that game, the first 6 innings, you didn't feel real confident. Like, you didn't feel confident in your team. You were like, what the hell are these guys doing out here? Like, you didn't feel like they had it the whole time, that it was just a matter of time. It was just – it didn't feel like they had that consistency that you'd hope from this team that was so strong last season.
And I'll leave you with this thought too. Like, it's 162 games, and I know this is only game one, but what PJ said makes sense. As a fan, why do you watch regular season games? For entertainment, because you're a fan. You live and die with the team.
Baseball's your best friend.
Baseball, but it's open. You want to see. You don't want to sit there. You're all excited, and and look, I love pitching duels, but these guys were not. It wasn't I granted Mackenzie Gore pitched phenomenal. And he's always had he always has the Phillies where he wants them. Zach Wheeler, he's like what?
He pitched great too.
He's pitched he's 7 opening days. He's pitched lights out. He hasn't given up more than one and a half runs.
So today when they score 8-9 runs, is it going to be because the pitching wasn't as good as yesterday?
Well, there'll be another
because the shadows will still be there today.
So PJ, there'll be another excuse.
That's exactly right. Like then it's like, how does that work if it's not consistent there? Yeah.
Right. All right. Let's go to the Philadelphia Flyers. The Flyers fired Tortorella. Now, he's been with the team for 3 years. He's compiled a 97, 107, 31 record. 97 wins, 107 losses, 31 wins over 3 years. He never made the playoffs. This team, we've been told by the brass, by the general manager Briere and Keith Jones, the president, that this team is in a rebuilding stage for the fans not to get excited. But this team is going in the. I personally think that this team's going in the wrong direction. What say you?
I mean, here's the thing. I think it was entertaining to me to see Mishkov have a big game, get some time out there. I'd like to see some of our other players, like this is the time to do it. Get some juniors up there that maybe shouldn't be up there yet. Get them some game time experience. We could dump the rest of the season. We obviously know that. That's not a concern. And so, maybe there's a play here, but we're still, that team is.
We're 2 years away from being 2 years away.
Problem on the team. It's a lot, but, I just think, maybe he wasn't the right fit either way. I'm not saying it was a bad decision to get rid of him. I'm just saying we're not coming back next year as a contender, I don't think.
No way.
No. Like I said, we're 2 years away from being 2 years
And by the way, Danny Briere did not hire Torts. I want to stress that completely. Chuck Fletcher hired John Tortorella. So now Danny Briere can go get his guy that he wants and go through the rebuild that he wants to do.
Sure. But, if Briere didn't like what he's doing, he could have got rid of him.
He just did.
So listen.
At any point, he could have done it.
Well, I think the handwriting was on the wall.
He didn't have to keep him, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I know. He could have got rid of him in the beginning, but I think they wanted to try it and see if they could get on the same page, give it a shot, and it didn't work. And we all could tell it wasn't really going to work.
Billy, am I crazy? Or did you have the general manager on last year?
We did.
Yeah, we had him on.
And what did he say last year?
Exactly.
He said, don't go crazy this year, but by next year, we have guys coming in. We'll have free agents. Like, we weren't ready last year.
But he also, he
did
preface this by saying we're still not going to be a playoff contender.
Got to give him time.
Yeah, but he was acting like this year was going to be a lot better than what happened.
Right.
And now you're telling me he's talking about that we're 2 years. You're right. We're going backwards.
We're going backwards.
If I'm hearing that.
We're a long ways away from a playoff team, and it's been a while.
Like, there's nothing better than hockey in the springtime, man.
Yeah. Well, you got to
playoff hockey.
Can't play outside, though, because it could be shady. Don't play outside.
You want to see the shades.
Well, the goalies will be complaining.
Yeah, I can't see the puck.
PJ, when you coming up from Florida?
It's looking like I'm coming up end of May, early June.
Okay. Got to get you up here.
I know.
The Sixers, Mike's our basketball guy, but, the Sixers, I wouldn't play Mark Grimes if I were them. I call him Mark Grimes. I would play Grimesy. I'd have him on the bench. We want to tank. We want to lose every single game the rest of the way.
Billy, there's a reason he's played for 4 or 5 other teams. Stop with him. Okay.
Well,
you're not going anywhere with him.
All right. No, I know you're not. But I want to get. I want Flag.
He wants that. You're not going to get him.
You're not getting Flag.
Give him Maxey. You get Maxey, we'll give you Flag. Would you do that?
How would you do that?
I would do that.
I would do that.
How would you do that? What does that mean?
What
does that mean?
Washington's got the #1 pick.
They would never in a million years do that. That would never happen.
That's why I want to see what
that would never
said
happen.
He would do it.
Would you do it though, Nick?
Would I do it? No, I wouldn't give up Maxey for Flag.
What?
No. I wouldn't give up Maxey for Flag.
I took you as the opposite. I thought you were talking for Washington.
No, I wouldn't give up Maxey for Flag.
serious?
It wouldn't. That would. First of
You're
all,
in a-
it's
you're in a
not.
rebuild. You're
First of all,
tanking right
You're not
now.
going to win with just a guard.
First of all, it's never. It would never happen. It would never come up. That's a trade that would never happen.
But if it did, that was his question.
You don't even know what Flag's going to be yet in the NBA. He's got a great. I would love to take him, but you don't know what he's going to be yet. Why would you trade? That would make no sense.
That's the
It
shocker.
just wouldn't make any sense.
Billy, that's the shocker of the show today.
Chances here, Nick.
That's
You
the
gotta start
shocker.
taking some chances.
He's never stepped foot in an NBA court. You just gave Maxey a long-term contract.
Nick, he did this summer. And every NBA player, and they were against the
Great.
stars, the best guys. Not
great.
just, and they were
in the
like,
summer league.
this
I think
guy can play with us right now. And
It's
he's,
in the summer league.
he's 18 years old.
It's in the summer league.
I think the Sixers should get rid of Daryl Morey, too. Why the Flyers are getting rid of Tortorella. Get rid
They
of
need a
Morey.
clean slate.
They need to clean it out.
Yeah.
There's
All right,
nobody
Pete.
left to save there.
PJ, did you play a bracket?
You know, I didn't, because when I looked at it and I didn't see any Philly teams, I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. I want to at least root for somebody of my city, but I was like, these guys.
We might as well live out in North Dakota or something. Here we are, Big Five, Big Five, and for the last 5 years we got nobody.
I was so upset about it. I was like, man, again, we don't have any teams.
All right, PJ, as always, we appreciate you, my brother.
Man.
Phillies at 4:00 today. You'll be able to watch it, right?
Yeah, I'll be watching it. Absolutely.
Jesus Luzardo, he used to dominate the Phils. Let's see if he can continue to. Let's see if he can stay healthy. I think we got something there.
Yeah. Hopefully the shade is with us tonight.
Let the shade be with you, my brother. All right, there he is, PJ Corda, Mr. Negadelphia, brought to you by the Galloway Pool Service. Not happy with your pool people? Call the Galloway Pool Service, 609-204-6939. They've been in business for over 30 years, covering all of South Jersey. Ask for Dragon. Tell them the boys from the locker room sent you. That's the Galloway Pool Service, 609-204-6939. Hey, for over 83 years, the Circle Liquor Store has offered the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits in South Jersey. It's a stone's throw away from Ocean City. It's a landmark. With a friendly staff, it's no wonder why Circle Liquors was named Best of Philly, Best of Atlantic City with the most competitive prices around. The Circle Liquor Store is now a proud sponsor of the second hour of the locker room with Billy Schweim. Throwing a party, prepared for the big game? Let Chet and his staff make sure you have everything you need. Check out the website at circleliquors.com or give them a call at 609-927-2921. They deliver. That's the Circle Liquor Store. I want to tell you about McCann Appraisers. For all your real estate appraisal needs, call John A. McCann and Associates, 609-263-7422. Ask for Norma, whether commercial or residential properties, for estate, tax, financial planning, divorce, financing, and more. The professionals at John A. McCann and Associates are licensed and ready to assist you. Give them a call today, 609-263-7422. All right, when we return, we'll continue the more here in the locker room with Billy Schweim, Nikki Earnshaw, and Mike Carlin right here on 97.3 ESPN.
Coming up on the next edition of the Sports Bash with Mike Gill.
Hey, it's Mike Gill. Coming up on Monday's show, we'll look back at the Phillies weekend down in D.C. against the Nationals. Plus, we'll look back at the NCAA tournament. I'll have details on this year's Eagles draft party, where, when, what you can win. All of that is coming up on the Monday edition of the Sports Bash.
The Sports Bash, weekdays from 2 to 6 p.m. on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
Ocean City's real estate market is red hot, and you need an agent that has the knowledge and expertise to help. Contact Ocean City's top agent, Mark Rhymes. Mark has been selling real estate for 30 years in South Jersey. He can answer all your real estate questions and find you the perfect property. He's available anytime on his cell at 609-425-2042. When Philadelphia star athletes are looking for a house at the beach, they contact Mark Rhymes, specializing in buying and selling vacation homes, single-family homes, condominiums, and duplexes, residential and commercial, as well as new construction projects or investment opportunities. Mark Rhymes, he's your agent at the beach. Give him a call right now, 609-425-2042, or check out his website at grimes.com.
Hi there, this is the Negadelphian from the locker room, and I might be negative about our Philly sports teams, but one thing I'm positive about is Elisa's shoes. Are you looking for the perfect pair of shoes? Then step into Elisa's shoe store on Asbury Avenue, Ocean City, New Jersey, where style meets comfort. From trendy sandals or everyday sneakers or an elegant heels for a night out, they've got it all. Their friendly team is there to help you find the perfect fit, no matter what the occasion. That's Elisa's Shoes at Asbury Avenue, Ocean City, New Jersey. Go to elisashoes.com or call 609-391-8859. Tell them the boys from the locker room sent you.
Finding an electrician that is dependable, prompt, and experienced is important. Tom Jackson and Sons Electrical Service is just that. Service in Atlantic and Cape May counties for 40 years, Tom Jackson and Sons Electrical Services specializes in both commercial and residential work and provides 24-hour emergency services. No job too big and no job too small. Call Tom Jackson and Sons Electrical Services. They do it all. Call for a free estimate, 609-399-1999.
Call Tom Jackson and Sons for electrical, they're number one.
Fresh finds and fresh savings. That's SpringFest at Lowe's. Right now, get a free Select Ego 56-volt battery when you buy a Select Ego trimmer, blower, or mower. Plus, get up to 20% off Select Scott's Turf Builder grass seed. Shop these spring deals and more for all your lawn care needs. Lowe's, we help, you save. Valid to 4/2. Selection varies by location. While supplies last. Discount taken at time of purchase. Excludes Alaska.
Score a huge three-pointer this month during the Matt Blatt Kia Gladness Sale. 0 down, 0 payments for 90 days, or low 1.9% financing for 60 months on every new Kia Sportage and Sorento SUV in stock. Here's a steal. Get up to $5,000 more than Kelley Blue Book fair market value for any trade. Toward the purchase of any new 2024 Kia with no payments till June. How about a 3-point play? 0 down, 0 payments until June on over 1,100 new Kias in stock, or low 1.9% financing for 60 months, plus 120% more for your trade. It's Gladness, baby, at Matt Blatt Kia in Abington, Egg Harbor Township, and Tom's River, or right to your front door.
It's gotta be a Matt Blatt Kia.
With approved credit, $13.89 per thousand financed. Not all will qualify. Credit may affect down payment. Offers can't be combined. Trade less miles and dealer recon on new 2024 Kia purchase. Go to mattblattkianj.com for complete details, or 888-505-6670. Price includes all costs to be paid by consumer, except for licensing, registration, and taxes through KMF. Rebates and incentives to dealer. Expires 4/4/25. Matt Blatt Kia, 6211 Black Horse Pike, Egg Harbor Township, and on Route 37 in Tom's River.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
But when you throw your love away. All right, we're back broadcasting live from the Tom's River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. Billy Schwein, Nikki Earnshaw, Mike Carlin. Mike, Nicky Earnshaw said something that miffed you a little bit. He said he flagged for bad. I do that.
I just don't think it's a realistic proposition.
Do it, but I would do it. Listen,
this is what I would.
He's a guy you can build your franchise around.
Absolutely.
I just don't think it's a realistic
and you'd have
proposition.
money to do that.
Right.
Okay. And people have shown that they'll come to Philly. No one wants to go to Washington. So if I asked you, if this was next, if you already have your question for today.
Right.
But if you asked the question for next week, ask this one. Okay. If you could, would you take Flag in the number 1 pick, and you have to give away Maxey and maybe another starter?
Yeah, no problem.
And a draft pick, whatever.
I just don't think it's realistic. That's my thing.
My question, that's fine. I want to know how many of the listeners would say yes to no to that. And if it's no, this is what you're going to like, Nick. If it's no and you win, you pick out the restaurant of your choice in Atlantic City. If I win, I'm making it easy on you. If I win, you take me to the White House just for a hoagie or something. Because I'm telling you, I really think people are going to say,
yeah,
I would take Flag in a second.
I think people would say yes. That's not my thing. I just don't think it's a realistic proposition. Now, I know the Luka Doncic thing wasn't a realistic thing. It happened. But, I mean, if you look at Zion Williamson, right? I mean, he probably didn't really want to go to New Orleans. He wanted to go to the Knicks.
Right.
But they kept the pick. He's still there. So I don't see it being a realistic proposition of trading Maxey for Cooper Flag. I wouldn't see it happening.
But if Washington did it, you'd be on board? You would like that? That's my main thing I want to hear out of you.
Yeah, see, that's
what's killing me.
I'm thinking about it.
Like, how do you even think about it? Like,
I'd have to sit on that one.
They're not winning with Maxey right now.
I had to sit on that one. And
if you're going to tank, you got a clean house, right?
Yeah, and start with this guy.
Yeah.
I need to see what's going to happen.
Picture for the future. Juice.
Kid's a big dude, man. He's Cooper. We'd have
the other day,
we'd have another guy named Cooper on one of our teams.
Does everything.
Another Coop.
Another Coop.
By the way, I don't know if you guys heard before the game the other night, Kyle Neubeck actually reported this out. I saw it from him that they finished consultations with Embiid, doctors, on what the plan now is going to be. Moving forward. So there should be. Nick Nurse had said it in the pregame press conference. So it's something to keep an eye on in the next couple of weeks to see what the new plan is, because there was a plan last year and that kind of fell apart. So we'll see.
And if the plan does come back by the summer that he's not coming back again, and they get rid of George, guess who's right out the door? The coach. Coach isn't going to stay here.
And maybe the president of basketball operations too.
So I think if I was the owner, by the way, the Sixers have an owner that doesn't even want to be like he's a carpetbagger. Like Josh Harris,
the Commander.
He owns the Commanders, the Sixers, the Devils. So like I would just like Morey. I want to see gone. I want to see
Paul George doesn't want to be here either.
Paul George doesn't want to be here.
He's gone as soon as summer hits.
And B can't play anymore.
How do you get rid of him? He's under contract for 3 more years.
Someone will take that contract.
All right.
Trade for Kevin Durant.
Sometimes keeping old players isn't the right thing to do.
He's going to Oklahoma.
Right? So,
you think?
Yeah.
Because they're going to trade him. The Suns are going to trade KD.
If Oklahoma
at the
doesn't
end of the
win
year.
this year, they have money and draft picks.
Could you imagine him going back to Oklahoma
home.
City? That'd be crazy.
That's where he'll go.
So aging teams. Would you consider Embiid? Is he old?
In my mind, just his body's old.
His body's
breaking
old.
down.
But
he's in his 30s.
Plays like he's in his 50s.
Paul George is way old.
Yep.
Maxey's the only one that's like.
Remember, you got McCain too, coming off injury.
Right.
That's a key thing.
Okay. Yeah, but
and we say Maxey's young. How many years?
You don't know what we don't know what we're going to get.
Where are we going? 24, 25 now?
Right.
Yeah, he's going to be 25.
Right. Speaking of old, the Phillies, they got an old roster.
They do.
Think about it.
That's why it's this year.
Yep.
And some people like to say it's middle age, but you got JT Realmuto's 34, Castellanos is 33, Schwarber and Harper are both 32, Turner will be 32 in June. On the pitching side, Nola will turn 35, Wheeler and Nola will turn 35 and 32 respectively. This team is aging.
Well, Billy, 2 weeks ago, remember I said about Thompson?
Yeah.
That I think he would go into the locker room and say, hey, guys, listen, not only is my job on the line here, but there's a lot of guys sitting in this locker room that you're on the line too. Like they get rid of me, they're going to be getting rid of you. We got to be together.
Let me pose this to you,
Don't get rid of the coach manager before they get rid of the players.
I wouldn't get rid of Thompson. I don't think Thompson's really.
Yeah, but here's the thing, Nick.
All right, who's on a bigger hot seat then? Is it Thompson? Who needs to have a bigger year, Thompson or Dombrowski?
Or Turner?
No. He's
No
talking
players.
about no players.
Thompson or Dombrowski?
Oh, that's a good question, Nick.
Oh, it's Thompson for me. That's easy.
I would have to say Thompson.
Yeah, it's easy.
I'd lean Dombrowski. I think he has to have a massive, massive trade deadline this year. He's got to make a move that helps this team get over the hump in the postseason.
I'll tell you why. Because Thompson's a player's manager.
He is.
And if this team continues to strike out like it's done the last 3 years, and he doesn't do anything about it,
we need to bring someone that's going to.
You're gonna
light a fire.
Like Tortorella got fired because his personality wasn't good for this team.
But Thompson's is. It's worked.
I don't know. I think his message could be falling on deaf ears.
They're 1-0.
He got you, Bill.
All right, 609-403-0973. Does the Phillies striking out 19 times on opening day concern you? 609-403-0973. Listen, I just like the Philadelphia Phillies to do something different. I wanted Alec Boehm to do something different.
Yeah, haircut.
Change
I got it.
it up.
What do you want them to do differently? I want them to have I need contact hitting. They need more consistent hitters.
Well, that's exactly what my point is.
I don't disagree with you. That's why it's a big year for Stott. It's a big year for Trey Turner. They have to be consistent throughout the year because that'll help their lineup. It's just so weird. They've had great regular seasons. They've won 90-plus games over the past couple of years, right? And it's just
but
like
they've regressed in the playoffs.
They get to the postseason, and every year it's been World Series.
They're not playing fundamentally sound baseball.
Because they're boomer, but the way the roster's constructed, they're boomer bust.
Or just hit me. Or do you do the concept that the NBA does? Why do we have to win 95 games? Okay, and then by the time you get to playoffs, you're tired.
Baseball, you only
Why can't we start resting guys?
Because you need to get that one or two. You need to get the first 1 or 2.
Well, if you win the division, you get one of the top spots, you get a bye. That's what happened last year, and it didn't work out. So maybe you want to be the wild card team. That's the argument we've had over and over.
But I wouldn't do that.
I don't know how much I read
You can't control
into
that destination.
I know.
Destination stuff.
But it's just so weird. It's
See, the
phenomenon.
NBA, there's too many teams.
Yeah.
You got 10 teams that are going to make the playoffs.
Like the NHL, half the league makes
the phenomenon with the Phillies and them all going cold at the same time. It's crazy. It's because they're so boom or bust. They need a guy in that lineup that is going to be consistent throughout and not just go boom or bust, launch angle, base.
They need
like,
a
you need
Pete
base
Rose,
hits.
just a single.
Yeah,
a
well,
single.
I think
Charlie
like
Hustle.
I gotta be honest with you guys. I just like the way he looks. Kepler. He looks like he can hit. If he could just stay healthy. His problem is he's been hurt.
I'm not sold on. I need to see Kepler do it.
Well, 1 for 3 the other day.
Did
he stole?
Got to be healthy.
Scored a run.
Doesn't matter what the sport is, boys. You got to be healthy to be on the field or court or ice, whatever. If you're not healthy, you're not
609-403-0973 is the text board. The question is, does the Phillies striking out 19 times on opening day concern you? 609-403-0973. Hey, for over 83 years, the Circle Liquor Store has offered the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits in South Jersey. It's a stone's throw away from Ocean City. It's a landmark. With a friendly staff, it's no wonder why Circle Liquors was named Best of Philly, Best of Atlantic City, with the most competitive prices around. The Circle Liquor Store is now a proud sponsor of the second hour of the Locker Room with Billy Schwein. Throwing a party, preparing for the big game. Let Chet and his staff make sure you have everything you need. Check out the website at circleliquors.com or give them a call at 609-927-2921. They deliver. That's the Circle Liquor Store. I saw Will in there, JM, Jason. Go down and say hello to all the guys. All right. Now, I want to tell you about La Scala's Beach House. I might be in the mood for some pasta tonight there, Nick.
Oh, some pasta.
Get the meatball trio. I love it. Their menu is phenomenal. It opened 2 summers ago to rave reviews. It's your home away from home for a large selection of Italian, American, and seafood favorites, just like your grandmom used to make. Plus, you'll love their famous pizza, their daily specials, and their game day menu. Eat in or take out at La Scala's. They're open Thursday through Monday, 1400 Ocean Avenue in Brigantine. That's LaScalasBeachHouse.com. Let's eat. Nick, the meatballs, the meatball trio, the meatballs are huge.
I know.
They're like,
you know me. I'm a margarita pizza
I
guy.
am craving those meatballs right now, man. All right. When we return, we'll continue with more here in the Locker Room with Billy Schwein, Nikki Earnshaw, and my basketball guru, Mike Carlin, right here on 97.3 ESPN.
Train presents The Unstoppables. Those captains of comfort, those gargantuans of the guarantee, those satisfaction savants who persevere perilously beyond probability as the raconteurs of reliability. Here's to Train's heralded heroes of heating and air conditioning, those comfort kings with a tireless tenacity for total turnaround. The Train Comfort Specialists. Just one more reason why it's hard to stop a train.
Hi, this is Joe Lenigan, owner of Lenigan Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Call us today for your free train system quote at 609-399-1200 or online at ocnjplumber.com. And please don't forget to ask for the military and senior discount.
Calling again, again and again. Calling again, again and again.
Hi, this is ex-Philadelphia Eagles tight end Ken Dunnick, and I'm the current publisher of Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine, and I'm asking you to become a Camden County police officer and help make our city a better place to live. The Camden County Police Department is now hiring for sworn officers who are going to make a difference in our community. The first year's salary for the position is $51,000. So join the effort today to be part of something bigger than yourself. Visit CamdenCountyPD.org to apply online. That's CamdenCountyPD.org. Thank you.
Hey, Nick Earnshaw here. Is your driveway or parking lot cracked, faded, or just looking worn out? Give it new life with R.G. Lee & Sons Seal Coating. For over 14 years, they've been protecting driveways and parking lots with top-quality seal coating that lasts. Their expert team uses premium materials to seal, protect, and enhance your asphalt curb appeal and add years of durability. Don't wait for costly repairs. Call R.G. Lee & Sons Seal Coating at 609-513-4375 for your free estimate. R.G. Lee & Sons Seal Coating. Seal today to last tomorrow.
I had the worst dream last night. You were in a car crash, and the kids and I were on our own. We had to move out of the house because I couldn't afford it anymore.
That's awful, hon.
My brother got life insurance from Ethos, and it only took 10 minutes. And he got $2 million in coverage for around $2 a day. It's all online. No medical exam. He just answered a few health questions right from his house.
Ethos, here we come.
Visit ethos.com/score. Ethos.com/score.
BuildMonthly.com/score.
Sample Rate is a 10-year term life policy for 35-year-old healthy, non-smoking male. Build monthly.
Fresh finds and fresh savings. That's Springfest at Lowe's. Right now, get a free Select Ego 56-volt battery when you buy a Select Ego trimmer, blower, or mower. Plus, get up to 20% off Select Scott's Turf Builder grass seed. Shop these spring deals and more for all your lawn care needs. Lowe's, we help, you save. Valid to 4/2. Selection varies by location. While supplies last. Discount taken at time of purchase. Excludes Alaska.
Hey, it's Mike Gill. Who's cutting down the nets this year? Get in on all the tournament action at ESPN Bet Sportsbook. Go from tracking the latest upsets to placing bets in just a few taps. All tournament long, new customers can get $100 in bonus bets when you make your first $10 wager. Download the ESPN Bet Sportsbook app and sign up with promo code RADIO100 to get started today. Must be 21 or older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live from the Toms River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. Billy Schweim, Nikki Earnshaw, Mike Carlin. Last Saturday in March, as we're moving right along. Of course, tomorrow we'll have the debut of former Phillies pitcher Tommy Green. Every Sunday throughout the baseball season, we'll go on the mound with Tommy Green, brought to you by Blitz's Market of Ocean City. Of course, go in there, get your 12 ounces of liquid sunshine. Mention the locker room and got to get $1 off their 12 ounces of liquid sunshine. They said it's flying off the shelves.
Great deal. Great orange juice.
Couple more things about the Phillies. Rob Thompson. If he's a player's manager, I wouldn't say Torts is a player's coach. He's more of an authoritarian, right? It's disciplinarian. Topper's completely the opposite, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where's Nick Nurse?
Discipline, I think.
Is he a disciplinarian? That doesn't.
That's not bad in basketball. You want someone that he's got a track record.
Yeah, but
people to listen
but
to.
only because he's got a championship under his belt, right?
He's got a track record.
If he didn't have that, would he be able to be?
No.
I think he was dealt a bad hand here.
He is dealt it. I'm not. Yeah. By the way, I'm not. I don't care if he returns. I want him to. If you were to ask me, I'd say I want Nick Nurse to come back.
He won't come back unless he's got the team that he wants.
Okay.
And the team that you want. You want Embiid, you want Maxey, and you want George. They're not going to have him. You're going to have one Maxey. He's not going to win one.
All right. So Topper is more of a player's manager.
Sure.
And he doesn't say. I mean, we don't know because Nick, you're going to be going
down there.
But you're still not going to be privy to.
No.
Like, because their actual locker room, you'll see them and you can talk to them individually. They put their people up that they want you to talk to, but you can still go off and talk to people at their locker. But there's another ante room where they go I think that's where it's more private, where the media can't go, and I think that's where I think everything happens.
Yeah, I mean, listen, they're not going to show everything.
But they don't let the press in until after Topper speaks. But my point is, we don't know what Topper really says.
I don't think he really has to say much. You know what I mean?
Because this is a veteran team.
It's a veteran team. He's a laid-back manager, and it's worked for them for the most part. I mean, they've.
What do you mean it's worked for them?
They've been in the postseason 3 years in a row.
They've regressed, though.
I understand that, and I don't think it's Rob Thompson is the reason they've regressed.
So you don't think he lost the locker room then?
No, I don't think he's. No, Mike, that's not. No.
I'm just asking.
I'm not saying he lost the locker room. I think the guys love him. They'll run through a wall. My point is at a certain point. When the players aren't living up to their expectation, is doing what they're supposed to do, it's up to the manager to get them on track.
I agree, but they did win the other day. We've acted like
I'm just talking. That's one game.
I know, but I'm just saying, we act like they're the worst team in baseball, they're not. They're not.
I mean,
people do get rid of coaches. Look what happened in the NBA just this week.
Yeah, the Grizzlies.
They're like they're fourth
best team in the league
in the West. Yeah, a hard rent. Got rid of him because they said he lost the locker room. Can you imagine that? You're the fourth best team, and there's a month before we're starting the playoffs, and we're getting
you get fired. It's crazy.
Something really bad's got to be happening.
Didn't the Phillies fire somebody when they were in first place? A couple years back? Who did they get Phillies?
They didn't fire. They were bad. Joe Girardi was the manager.
One of our teams got rid of a manager or coach when he was winning. I don't know. I'll have to look it up.
Yeah. I don't know what you're referring to.
Wasn't the Eagles. We know that.
It wasn't the Eagles. Wasn't the Flyers.
I'll look it up.
Wasn't the Sixers.
No.
Because I don't,
mean,
I sit here and talk sports. I don't pull up stuff. It's off the top of my head.
Doc Rivers.
That's why we're a fan show, Billy.
Doc Rivers.
That's why I get names wrong sometimes. I don't know.
That's why I'm
everything.
here. You got to correct you
Yeah, I
guys.
got to correct this. Tortorella, obviously, I mean, there's reports that he was in a fist fight or something close to it.
They had to be.
So that's called losing the locker room.
Well, the Athletic report, I want to be clear.
It's-
The Athletic reported
No fist.
the source said that Tortorella benched York for the final 50 minutes of the Flyers game on Tuesday at Toronto. A confrontation took place between the two that did not turn physical, but that they probably both crossed the line. That, whatever you want to read into that, that is what the
the
Athletic
only thing they
reported.
can cross the line without hands touching is the language.
Right.
That's all.
Language.
Well, I got a feeling it was more.
Me too. I have a feeling too.
It happens in sports.
Right. Happens a lot. Happens on between
Remember
players.
Billy Martin? Didn't he used to get in it with Reggie Jackson?
Right. That's when we should have.
Remember that?
We should have Bobby on for those stories.
Oh, yeah.
Let's get Bobby
in
back
the locker
on.
room.
Bobby back.
He goes. I remember him telling me one time in the dugout they went at it.
Yeah.
Right in the dugout.
Oh yeah.
Do you guys remember when Harper was still on the Nationals and Papelbon was on the
Papelbon.
Remember when they went at it?
Yeah.
That was crazy.
And I got to be honest with you, on the surface, it looked like I would have probably stuck up for Papelbon, but at the end,
Papelbon's
he's nuts.
Yeah, he's a little out there. He's just
Sirianni, he's the only coach that, remember when the Eagles were 2-2 going into that bye season, people wanted to fire him.
Well,
he was making bad.
And then against the Browns when he's yelling at the fans.
Yeah.
There was a point I got to tell you that I was ready. When he started doing some stupid stuff, I was like,
that
"We
was
don't need
like
this."
He made
I
he
was
went
so
like
mad.
a fourth and he went for a couple fourth downs where he should have probably taken the points.
I was so
Didn't
frustrated.
do it. You're right. And then people were like, then they get into the argument against the Browns with the Browns.
I lost
during the
my
Browns game.
mind when he did that. And, hey, sometimes, he has made mistakes. There's no question about it. Sirianni's made mistakes, clearly. But guess what? Those players love him. And, he's a great coach. He's a great manager.
So I love Robbie Thompson, but I'm just saying there's something like if the Phillies don't seem like they're how can I say this?
I feel like we're walking on eggshells,
No, but
and
I'm
it's
saying-
so early.
I'm
It's
not calling for his head, Nick. I'm just putting the thought out there that if he can't reach this team when they get deep in the season, maybe it's time to.
Do you remember where he came from?
Yeah, the Yankees.
And why?
Because he was there.
Because he had a great team there,
Yeah.
and nothing was getting done.
Oh.
Remember?
Well, he came with Girardi.
Yeah,
Rob
bench
Thompson.
coach.
It was bench coach.
Yeah, but there was a reason why they both had to leave. That's why they didn't keep him when they got rid of Girardi, did they? Yankees.
No, he came with Girardi from the Yankees.
Yes.
From the Yankees, right?
So when they fired Girardi, the Phillies
They
fired
elevated
Girardi,
him.
they elevated him.
Right.
What are you saying?
They were both at one time with the Yankees, correct?
Yes.
When they fired him, they could have kept Thompson.
Was Thompson fired from the Yankees?
Girardi was fired.
Girardi-
The staff was fired, yeah.
Right,
The
his whole staff.
Yeah.
Right.
But sometimes you keep the assistant.
Sometimes,
Right.
but not all the
Sometimes
time.
they decide
would
to
just
go in a
want to
different
go,
direction.
yeah, they
But
just want to clean house.
I think he's so much like Girardi. That was his.
No.
No.
Not at
Girardi's the
all.
fire plug. He's like a Tortorella.
No, not at all.
No, he's like a Tortorella.
That was the whole
The guys
point
were
of
afraid of him.
2022. Yeah, 2022. Girardi, the guys were
I'm
tight.
talking about when they were with the
responding.
Yankees. Why the Yankees got rid of him? Why
No.
did the Yankees get rid of?
They got
Girardi?
rid of the whole coaching
The
staff.
whole coaching staff.
Because of why?
Because
Girardi.
Girardi.
Okay, and who's like Girardi coming from the Yankees?
No, he's
when he
no.
first got here, guys, they said he's
no.
just like
No.
him. He may not be like him now.
No,
No, he's
not at
completely
all.
opposite.
Total opposite. That's why they won. That's why they went to the World Series in 2022 because Joe Girardi was,
He's
he
an
was a
authoritarian.
mope. He was a mope. He didn't,
Guys were afraid to be
couldn't
themselves.
connect. They couldn't
God,
connect with
can
him.
you imagine Alec Boehm trying to play under Joe Girardi?
They could not connect with
He needs
Joe.
a safe space.
They could not connect with Joe Girardi at all. And then once they brought Rob Thompson in there and they elevated him, guys responded to Rob Thompson because he was a
Okay.
player's coach. He let them do what they did best, and they go to a World Series that year.
I know
That's why he's still here.
Jeff said the manager that I was thinking was Danny Ozark. They got rid of him when he was winning.
God, you're
or
going
Nick
way-
Lavin. Nick Lavin. It might have been Nick
He
Lavin.
said recent. We're going way
Listen,
back.
I'm a historian, man. I can remember all
I'm
that
not
stuff.
crazy on dates, but I think he's going back to the 70s.
That is Nick it was either
Get off my lawn, Schweiner.
Hey, listen. I'm just telling you the way it is, man. I think the Phillies got rid of Nick Leva when he was winning, or one of those guys.
I thought you were talking about within like the last 10 years.
Me too.
He said it like that, right?
I'm a lot older than you, man. I got history.
Let's go back to the tape.
You remember back in 1968 we got rid of so-and-so? No, I don't
Hey,
remember that.
real quick before we have to go to break, what's going on with Stephen A. Smith and LeBron
Oh,
James? Man? Is this cool?
See, listen, because I was on
I
Stephen
can't
A.
stand LeBron James.
I was on Stephen A's side, but now Stephen A's getting stuff wrong. He's going overboard. Like, this is turning into like something ridiculous.
Because it's all over. Like I wake up in the morning, I look at my phone, I got like all this stuff coming up from on the X platform, Facebook, Instagram. It's all videos
Now
of these two guys
it's
going
getting
after
out of
each other.
hand. Now Stephen A's saying he would punch LeBron,
Yeah.
he would have swung on him, and all that. It's just
And
getting.
then Stephen A. said if he came up with him and he would if he put his hands on me, he'd go after him. Like Stephen A. If I were you, I'd stay in your lane because LeBron James is a lot bigger than you
He'd
are.
rip his head off.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was on Stephen A's side, and now I'm on neither side because
Nick,
now I think they're both
We're a
wrong.
lot alike because when it first came out, Stephen A. what he said about
Did
the
not
Sun
say anything
was
crazy.
absolutely right.
Yep.
Okay, LeBron was coming, and then on the flip side, I was like, hey, LeBron is looking out for his kid.
Yeah, but
He's
his
the dad.
kid should not be on the roster. He's taking up a roster. The
And
kid
he
stinks.
Absolutely.
And he's
I
been
agree
open
with all that.
Yeah, and he's been open to criticism.
So you're saying that's not fair game?
No. I liked how LeBron came up one-on-one, said his piece as a father,
Right.
and pretty much said, moving forward, just
Keep my son's name out your
where
mouth.
Stephen A. Smith was right, and I agree with that, was I'm in the media.
That's right.
I'm going to report what I see and what I think
And he
is
didn't get
happening.
personal. He
He
never got personal.
It should have stopped that night.
Yep.
It should have been, I heard you.
LeBron
okay.
going on
Boom.
McAfee was a disgrace.
Yeah.
He was a disgrace
Absolutely.
on McAfee. He was, way in over his head. And then he goes after Brian Windhorst, who's covered him for years. And to say like he's a weirdo, that was low taste from LeBron.
See,
low taste.
This is why I don't. This is why I don't like LeBron James. There's a lot of things I don't
And
like.
then
I'm
the
not gonna
whole
get
Jordan
specific
thing, and
but
then he's saying
yeah.
Giannis could score 250 points in the 70s. What are you doing
I
going
know.
on McAfee and doing that? It frustrates
See,
me.
Mike,
It's
these guys,
absolutely
Nick,
frustrating.
these guys get so big, star-wise, they lose perspective. Like
But
the
then-
Hollywood elites, they lose the perspective of things like
I agree
reality.
I agree with everything you're saying, guys. But he's going to go down as the best player of all time.
He's not better than Jordan to me.
He's not better
Guys,
than Jordan. Doesn't
guys,
it go by number or your rings that you
guys,
win?
How old is he?
40 something.
Longevity, I'll give it to
hold
him.
on. Not just 20. We are in March.
Okay.
You know who the player of the month was in January? For the whole league.
Who?
LeBron James.
I put him on the Mount
He's
Rushmore.
playing as good now.
So he's taking that
as
new
he
gen-
was
he's probably
20
taking that
years
new
ago.
Genix.
I put him on the Mount Rushmore. I wouldn't put him above Jordan
He
still.
does everything.
But how do you rate a player by how many rings they win or how points?
I think there's a
Individual
lot that goes.
Statistics.
This will be a never-ending argument. By
like
the way,
you can
Jordan
make an
and LeBron.
argument for Pete.
I'm telling you guys, I
Mahovlich.
thought Jordan was up until about 5 years ago. At the 5 year, just 5 year, I was
I still
like,
got- I
well, he's
still
getting
lean
closer.
Jordan.
He's getting close, and now it's to the point. He's.
I still go
better.
Jordan. I still am with Jordan on that.
Yeah,
one.
and then what about
more
Will Chamberlain?
accolades,
What
more
about Will Chamberlain?
championships?
What
I
about
think
the
his-
guy who's the guy from Boston, the center from Boston? That's got
Russell.
11. Bill Russell got 11
Russell.
championships.
Yeah, I think Jordan's the best. I think with what he did in that era, it's hard to compare eras.
One
too.
team.
It's
Did
and
it
he was
with
with
one
one
team.
team.
One
so,
team.
and he had less all-star. He played with less all-stars too. LeBron played with way more all-stars throughout his career, and I want to put that out there. And Jordan had a tougher road to the finals than LeBron did. I feel like.
Well, I was
throughout
going to
his
say
career.
LeBron James picked his team when he went to Miami, so it's like
Correct. I
it's
agree
not
with that.
like he.
Yep. But Cleveland, he didn't.
It's going to be a never-ending argument. It's a nauseating argument, by the way, at this point because it's just so back and forth. But yeah, what LeBron did to go on McAfee, and now Stephen A. what he's been saying, and he's getting stuff wrong.
I've never been a Stephen A. Smith fan. So, but at first I did. I agree.
I was
with
on
him.
Stephen A.'s
Now-
side. Now I'm backtracking because now
I'm
it's
on.
getting too far.
I'm on Stephen A's side, but I just wish it was.
No,
stopped
but you didn't
because
see.
I don't
Did you
think-
see what he said the other day? He
What
was
he-
getting stuff wrong. He was bringing up the Kobe Memorial with LeBron. He got that wrong.
Yeah, he got that wrong.
It was now it's getting out of hand. It's getting out of hand.
All right. But LeBron James did come up to him during the game. It was like in the third
quarter.
period, third quarter. I mean, caught him off
That's
guard.
what I'm saying.
He
I was with
felt like
Stephen
he
A.
was,
until this couple days.
All right. Okay.
And LeBron James, I mean, his kid does not belong in the NBA. That's bottom line.
No.
609-403-0973 is the text board. We'll keep it open for a few more minutes. Does Phillies striking out 19 times in the opening day, does that concern you with this team? 609-403-0973.
Yeah, I mean, it's a concern.
Oh, you already read did you read them?
No, I didn't know what you wanted me to go to, Billy. You just kind of pointed at me. Yo, Billy and Nick Earnshaw. They could strike out 27 times as long as they win. Go Phils. Going opening night at Citizens Bank Park. Johnny G.
Johnny G. Greiner. Schweiner.
There we go. We love Johnny G. Saw Johnny G at Maynard's on Thursday.
Did you really?
Yeah.
I go back with Johnny G. All right. 609-403-0973 is the text board. Does the Phillies striking out 19 times on opening day concern you with this team moving forward? Hey, for over 83 years, the Circle Liquor Store has offered the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits in South Jersey. It's a stone's throw away from Ocean City. It's a landmark. With a friendly staff, it's no wonder why Circle Liquors was named Best of Philly, Best of Atlantic City, with the most competitive prices around. The Circle Liquor Store is now a proud sponsor of the Second Out of the Locker Room with Billy Schwein. Throwing a party, preparing for the big game? Let Chet and his staff make sure you have everything you need. Check out their website at circleliquors.com or give them a call at 609-927-2921. That's the Circle Liquor Store. They deliver. Just about everybody in our area has heard about the Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine that is run by ex-Philadelphia tight end Ken Dunnick. Were you aware of their private business network they call the Legacy Club? Every month, they'll have private events at upscale locations in Philadelphia and South Jersey that attract over 200 top business people. If you have an interest in attending one of these events and see it's a fit for your business, send an email to ken@jerseymanmagazine.com or give them a call at 856-912-4007 for more information. When we return, we'll wrap it up. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein right here on 97.3 ESPN.
Unsportsmanlike with Evan Cohen, Chris Canty, and Michelle Smallman.
Y'all are saying biscuits aren't as good as bagels for breakfast sandwich? The biscuit is better.
Cece, no,
The biscuit is better.
What are we doing?
I don't know. Y'all are having the wrong. I don't know who making y'all biscuits. Y'all are all off. Like, if you got a biscuit as the vehicle for the breakfast sandwich, I'll take that 10 times out of 10 over a bagel.
What?
Wake up weekday mornings with Unsportsmanlike with Evan Cohen, Chris Canty, and Michelle Smallman on 97.3 ESPN.
Finding an electrician that is dependable, prompt, and experienced is important. Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Service is just that. Service in Atlantic and Cape May counties for 40 years, Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services specializes in both commercial and residential work and provides 24-hour emergency services. No job too big and no job too small. Call Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services. They do it all. Call for a free estimate, 609-399-1999.
Call Tom Jackson and Sons for electrical, they're number one.
Hi, this is former Kansas City Chiefs wide receiver David Klemick. Are you looking for the ultimate spot to go catch the big game? Bulldog Sports Bar and Grill in Galloway Township is your home for great food, cold drinks, and non-stop sports action. Whether it's an NFL, MLB, NBA, or NHL game, they've got all the action on their big screen TVs plus one in every booth. Sink your teeth into their famous wings, juicy burgers, thin crust pizza, and signature stromboli. Thirsty? They've got ice cold beers on tap and handcrafted cocktails that keep you refreshed. So bring your crew, grab a seat, and feel the energy at Bulldog Sports Bar and Grill in Galloway Township. It's where sports fans go to win. Tell them Dave Klemick sent you.
Every year, hundreds of children suffer from unintentional injuries or death due to unsecured guns. Camden County and Moms Demand Action South Jersey are asking for your help to reduce gun violence by spreading the Be Smart message.
Store guns unloaded, locked, and separate from ammunition. And talk to other parents about secure gun storage.
It's up to us to prevent these tragedies and save lives. Visit CamdenCounty.com/BeSmart to learn how we can stop gun accidents and deaths together.
Progressive knows if you have to choose between everyday life and your RV, RV wins.
What, are you going to take the RV to the lake or clean out your closet? RV wins! Putting the dishes away or taking the RV camping? RV wins! Cleaning the fridge or taking a trip to the beach? RV wins!
You might want to clean the fridge real quick because, mold.
We clean out the fridge, then take the RV out.
With Progressive, you can bundle your RV with your home or auto and save with a discount and spend more time enjoying those savings in your RV. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states and situations.
T-Mobile home internet is all about speed, value.
What you doing, Zach?
I'm rehearsing. There are so many benefits. You got to talk fast.
T-Mobile home internet ranks #1 in customer satisfaction for home wireless internet by J.D. Power.
Wow, you are good.
Try singing it. T-Mobile has price lock.
They won't raise your rate on internet.
Hulu and Paramount Plus on them.
Get T-Mobile home internet all in for just $55 a month with auto pay and any postpaid voice line.
Additional terms apply. For J.D. Power 2024 award information, visit jdpower.com/awards.
97.3 ESPN has teamed up with Seize the Deal for incredible weekly offers from some fantastic local restaurants. Here's this week's big deal.
Get a $50 gift card good for use at the Cheese Board, Central Square in Linwood for just $25.
This great deal is on sale now at seizethedeal.com. Hurry, chances are this deal will sell quickly. For more info on this great deal, go to seizethedeal.com.
SeizeTheDeal.com. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live at the Toms River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. Billy Schweim, Nikki Earnshaw, Mike Carlin. And we covered everything, Phillies, the Final Four, this tournament.
Flyers.
Sixers, a little Sixers.
Pep band.
Tomorrow, Tommy Green makes his debut. Love Tommy
Oh,
Green.
we love T.D. Green.
T.D. Green gives us great insight on Phillies baseball. And you know what? He keeps it real.
2-0.
Mike, he
2-0 tomorrow.
keeps it real.
He
2-0
does.
tomorrow?
You don't hold
think
back.
we come to work, we're 2-0 tomorrow?
Yeah.
I think you know what, Nick, I'd love to see? Jesus Luzardo go like 6 innings, maybe like 6 strikeouts. But if the shade's really bad, maybe he'll strike out 13.
I can't wait. 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock. Got some
All right,
more baseball.
what's the over and under on how many times we hear the announcers
Today?
Today. How many times are they going to say how bad the shade is and it messes the batters up?
I guess it depends. Is it really sunny in Washington?
Or we'll start hearing.
Oh, it's going to be 80 degrees.
We'll start hearing
but-
it was a little windy. And why were the clouds always over Washington when they were at bat? They weren't.
I'm going to say the over and under is going to be, if it's sunny, like if the shades are really pronounced, I'm going to say the over and under will be 10 times I'll mention it.
I want you to count.
I am.
Count.
Count that because the game's at 4 o'clock.
Count.
I say this, and I'm giving a score of 6-2, Phillies.
Yeah.
All right.
I think Turner goes 2 for 4 today, but he's not going to be in the leadoff spot.
I think it's going to be.
What's the order today? We have to see. By the way, is the
no
lineup out yet?
lineup out. I've been monitoring. No lineup out yet, so might not get that for a little bit.
So are you happy with Schwarber in the 1 hole?
I like Schwarber in the 1 hole. I've said this, but like here's the thing.
Get off my lawn, Nick.
Here's the thing we've been talking about like throughout the week, and Dombrowski even said it. It's kind of insignificant, like what the order is right now. I mean, right? With how this team's built, right? The boomer bust.
Yeah, but see, here's another. Once again, perception's reality. If you, what's the definition of insanity? Doing the same thing over and over again, it's going to work. So
that's what
the last 3 years, 2 years, Schwarber's let off.
So you got to give Rob Thompson credit then for trying something different because Dombrowski didn't make any significant moves in the offseason.
But if these players are creatures of habit, why don't you just keep Turner in there like that? Etch it in stone and keep him there for the whole freaking season.
Because this is what you're doing. You're testing it early on in the season to see what's going to work, and then you're probably going to stick with it later on in the year.
Same thing with Marsh.
I don't problem with that.
Marsh can't hit left-handers. But how are you going to know unless you give him some significant time, an everyday lineup to hit left?
Well, that's what April and May and a little bit of June are for.
Right.
They're going to try
every year I say the same thing.
It's what the beginning of the season's for.
It's preseason until June 1st.
June 1st.
The month of April and May mean
what?
nothing.
Was it
Just try stuff out.
Wow, it's over already?
Fastest 2 hours of radio, Schweiner.
Remember 2 years ago, you and Tommy Green were telling me to settle down in June.
It's a long season. They're too good a team.
Got a ways to go, Schweiner.
No more pep band?
No more pep band.
We got to get one. I got one of those. I got one of their numbers.
Got to hit them up.
I'm going to call them up. Get the pep band in here. If Eagles are going in a different direction. They're going to do a new type of entertainment at the.
Guess we'll find out.
Hey, I want to thank P.J. Corda, Mr. Negadelphia, as always. He does a great job. Brought to you by the Galloway Pool Service. Thanks, Nikki Earnshaw and Mike Carlin, for doing a yeoman's work. Tomorrow we got Tommy Green and our high school athletes in the spotlight with Fran McLaughlin, brought to you by the Philly Pretzel Factory. Thanks for making the locker room part of your Saturday, because nothing could be finer than talking sports with the Schweiner. Have a great Saturday. I'll see you tomorrow right here on 97.3 ESPN.
The preceding program was paid for by The Locker Room with Billy Schwein.
Every choice you make